And of course, we are in the mic check. 1, 2. To Legit City on the mic. People of chat, y'all know what it is. We're continuing the guided Relica playthrough. So we're going to be doing a lot of artifact hunting, continuing the geothermal. We might save George today or attempt to. But I'm not actually sure what else we need to do. It's just pod objectives at this point, I think. All right, we're in. Let the dupes in, let the dupes in. Sweep the items. Sweep the items. Sweep the items. We got to make sure we sweep in. Clean base is a good base. All right, so right now our calories at 333. We got some people in space, but it's not too bad. They're flying back. This guy is trying to get to there. What's with... No. Alright, that looks weird, but no one's trying to leave, right? You see this rocket right here? Sketchy. So we found the gassy moo planet. We're gonna have to land. We might want to wait to do that. There is a chain of points of interest that we can't really utilize here. So the right side's completely dead. If anything, going down to the bottom makes a lot of sense. And then we know the tears right there, ice planets right there. So we need to find the other planets because we need to get the artifacts. We know that we're probably going to go there today. So we're probably going to go to Zapani and do a double jump setup. So we're going to be doing some extended rocket platforming outside of the inner ring, which is right here, which is easy to land with a steam rocket because you can just do the 10 tiles, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? It's a lot of times pretty easy. Anything up to 4 tiles in between the planets is going to be something you're going to be easily able to do with the steam rocket. After you get past that inner ring, you have outer ring. Right, and those extra tile spaces 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 makes it so that you can't fly back all the way. So at that point you might be forced to utilize one of the better rocket engines somewhere that's deeper inside. That's usually going to be something like Rad Bolt or the petroleum engine, or even if you're, you know, wanting to go for the best, hydrogen. Now instead we're going to be doing a band-aid. Not really. It's more so something I like to do because it allows you to do it a lot faster than having to wait for the databanks. We are going to pump up steam and put it into the gas cargo storage right here. That way, when we land, we could just pull it out of storage, output it out, and then we just build a pipeline from the output into the fuel. So it's a straight line right there, right? So that's pretty convenient for us. That way we could land, refill, and then keep going. So we effectively could get 20 tile range if we could land on a planet at 10 tiles. So we could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, land, refill, and then come back. Not a problem. So a lot of times that's going to be okay, and probably what we're going to want to do. We should be scanning here, right? We could inspect this. Let's go. No inspect on that. All right, so this guy, Quinn. Telescopes here. Not permitted to do the research. Oh my god. Come on, man. You're allowed, buddy. Go do the thing. You got the fridge. No power on that as planned. And then extra suits if he needs it. All right, so he's able to scan. We get these 3. Let's look at the rocket. We have 6 tiles, so we could push out still. If we want to continue scanning, probably this tile. Makes a lot of sense. So let's do these tiles first, these 4. And then we'll move forward. And the logic for that is simple. When we're moving forward, we actually get power. So if I go to the interior, click on the power socket. We have power stored at 100,000, but we're going to be using it right now in order to power the telescope. So what we're going to want to do... Man, my man has salt. That's nice. So what we're going to want to do is effectively let him use as much power as he needs. And then once we get low, we could just push out and get a little bit more power, and then we can fly all the way back. So that's going to be something we just have to keep our mind on. We have to make sure we check him again after he's done scanning. Yeah, we were making stuff here for the steel. We have 18 tons of steel, so we have enough, barely enough, to do the Great Monument. The only problem is that we don't have the other stuff like glass or plastic. Plastic we'll eventually get. We just expanded our lure plants a little bit. I might actually want to keep expanding the farm on the right side right here, and maybe even do another floor. We'll see. I'm not sure how I want to deal with this yet. Also, we have like 1,000 feathers. Actually, like 1,000. Yeah, we actually have 1,000 feathers. So we are very healthy when it comes to the feathers. We have a phlox. We have the seals right here that we got from the pod. We're not going to be utilizing them or the tallow, although that can make unperishable food. The problem with this is that for the guided playthrough, I don't want to use something that you wouldn't get for certain on this Relica start. So we're just going to leave them there. They're going to be cool to hang out with. But we are not going to be doing too much with them. They chilling, man. They're doing the best they can. Picking up eggshells seems legit. Our geothermal setup at the bottom, doing good. Long-term power. This is getting kind of warm. $40 degrees. It's been running. We could actually open up the insulated and break in and expand the amount of radiant pipe tiles we have here. It's not a bad thing to try to do. I don't know if this is slowly creeping up. So we're just going to try to remember that the water's at 41 and see whether or not that's going to be something I have to worry about. Because we could slow down with how we're solidifying the magma. We just keep it on one bottle emptier for now. Because this is a lot of heat right now. Tons of igneous rock at 1,000 degrees. I don't even know how much. And then we're barely using the power right here too. So we will just need the 1 AQ for the 4. And if we do another set, we'll probably need another set. I wouldn't mind too much about that though. Because I'd be able to do something weird where we replace this metal tile. Or maybe just do one. Right? Do one metal tile, keep that insulated, and try to siphon a little bit of heat. Nah, maybe. We'll have to see. We're still basically trying to drain the magma from here, slowly. That way we have long-term power and not really have to think about it. Neutronium, no volcano. Oh, that's sad. That's just, you know, holding up space then. Alright, so we're just solidifying the magma. That's our power source, effectively. This is basically cold. Let's sweep that. I know, man. I thought that was a volcano. At least it looked like one. Alright, more lukewarm obsidian. Can't really be mad about that. Lukewarm materials. We'll sweep it all. This power setup that we have is constantly chilling. I actually kind of want this to eventually get to 125. I think that would be really nice if I could pull that off. Just have that slowly get all of this to 125. And then we could just pull all the resource out. And start using it for whatever, if we want to use it. That way we don't have to think about it anymore. Which is kind of nice, to be honest. But yeah, so far so good. The bees, how much uranium do we have? 2,704 kilograms. My reactor, if I were to make one, would be really nice. But yeah, right now it's doing really well. We're doing really, really well. We combine this to infinite storage now, so I don't have to think about emptying out my smoker anymore and having my food bottleneck. You know what I'm considering to do, though? Making a Paku ranch for the smoked fish for the Jabos. That way we could have better food for the space missions. Because technically smoked fish is pretty good. That means, though, I probably want to move the sweeper. Let me see. So right now I sweep this, which is why it's off, which is kind of bad. So we could move that. Oh, that's perfect. And then the smoker is left tile from the middle. So it's really just this tile I need to be at. So that works. Whoa, wait. I still get this tile too. So that's good. Let's do this fast. I want to make sure we don't debate the smoker. Let's transfer that to nickel. Power line's there, so it's fine. And we need to keep making steel, of course. 7. 6 tons of iron. We are at 27 tons. All right. That's good. That's good. Are we still making fossil lime eggshells? Nice. Let's make a couple extra suits because it's always nice to have. We'll use nickel just because this is going to be for steel. I mean, you know what? Let's do 5 out of iron because we have a lot right now. We're technically using the rusty oxidizer right here. Oh, it's max pressure. Oh, this is bad. It's pressurized with CO2. That means I actually need to like pump out the gas because the light gas is floating up. Oh, you queue up different materials. There's an arrow for that. Okay, cool. You know what I'm thinking about doing? Infinite pressurizing this. Just so that I could have it always run. Yeah, we will. We could do a design for that. Pretty simple. Let's dig both of that. We'll do the setup. We don't care about how it releases, right? So I think we just need to do this. We will use iron ore. All right, that's going to take a little bit of time. All right, CO2 rocket is good. This is our data bank harvester. Everything here is pretty good. Who's riding this? Higby, old man Higby. Did you eat today, old man? He kind of did. When's the next time you go eat? We'll let him eat real fast before we make him do the work. Downtime now. Okay, so he'll go afterwards. This needs to be grounded. They better not be peeing in here, dude. This is pretty good setup. We're not going to be doing databanks on this. Artifact module. All right, so we're going to need to do the steam setup here. Sedimentary rock. And then we're going to run this. We're going to need that for every platform, just so that every steam rocket could eventually be double boosted for longer travel. And then we'll set this up so that we could go to this planet, grab the artifact, say hello to Experiment 52B, and then leave. I'm out this, man. All right, so 2 more. He's flying back. Let's check up on Geek. He's got to do this breathing thing, but he doesn't know it's polluted oxygen he's breathing. Still digging, still grabbing lead, still grabbing fossil. Can't be mad. A lot of CO2 though, man. And there's a lot of oil right here. There's no real reason for me to bring the oil back, but it's like I might as well. Oh yeah, we need to keep digging this. Keep asking us if we could dig it. Let's pop this one so we could get the items, and then let's go in here. We just want to mine the rust so that we could do the more rusty oxidizer setup up top. Okay. Rusty oxidizer. Ooh, we could do pea water and water here. Oh no, it's gonna freeze. If I do this, does that push the brine over? If it does, that'd be good enough. And then the pea water on top. And then we just seal this off. And then we get infinite pressure. That does work. I like that. Oh, we're gonna have to plug this in though. Before I forget. Let them slowly make that. 2 tiles still. No ox. Oh, it's no in time. That's already filled up, which is good. Everything's going pretty well, man. This guy's hot. Maybe he could hang out with the lums. That makes sense, right? We want the lums to be warm because of the fact that the plants need to be above 25. And because the lums spawn in warm like this, it kind of works out. But I think my base is generally cooling down, which is not a good thing, especially with the bottom like this open. I opened the frozen fossil that's negative 80, and it's leaking out the heat still. Pump up the bad gas. Ooh, we get a sweep right here. Alright, so far so good. Oh, he's angry. Oh, shit. Where's the egg at? The angry Sandy shell is kind of funny, man. I think we could put this in the door, so it's never really a problem. But you know what I'm gonna do? We have way too much polluted dirt. 57 tons. I don't need to compost it. Y'all saw I have like 600 tons of regular dirt. Wait, no, he's fine. He's already there. So I'm thinking we could take the pea dirt and feed the poke shell without taming it. Maybe we make a tamer. I'm not too mad making a tamer for the pokies. Yeah, maybe we make a tamer for the poke shell. What are their inherent temperature ranges? 0 to 40, so they're not hot. If anything, they're a little bit cool, right? I guess we could put them here. 27 degrees, that's not bad. We could use the 2 floors to our advantage, kind of. Okay, so we will likely want to do regular poke shell, which is basically just a hatch ranch. Let's take the old school one. Critter feeder, and then we get a drop off. Then we do the tile. And then we want 25. That's 100, nice. So then it's here. And then the only thing we need to do is sweep the eggs. That's effectively it, right? Oh, new printables. Sea comb, we have that. I don't think we're taking anyone else, right? It's better spawn with hydrogen down. Yeah, I think it is because of how you could put the generators inside. Right? The generators are 3x4, so they're pretty large. it lines up perfectly with the flooring if you do it like this. And then the oxygen, you don't want it to spread out either way. So this is pretty tight. In my opinion, this is the better design, but that's just me. I've always built it this way, though. But yeah, I have a weird submerged setup. It just works. Everything is just really good. Can't really complain about anything here. This is the saltwater line up top. Always. 2 years ago, you built different. That was a different design, man. I used to use the mechanical filter. I used the mechanical filter, man. It was different. It really was. Now I play base game all achievements. I see you. I see you. So how do I want to do this? And watching your VOD. Shout out to you, man. I'm gonna do that base game all achievement playthrough. I will. Oh, wait. I just realized why this doesn't work. That's right. Oh, that's annoying. Is there an easier way to do this? All right, so I have a problem. So we're going to be trying to feed the polluted dirt to the Pokeshells, just so that we get a little bit of sand generation and not have to think about filtering out the polluted water vent water all the time. Because eventually that's going to eat up all my sands. No Drekos. I haven't seen any. We were on the weird planet, right? So we haven't seen any Drekos yet. Nice, that's in. Okay, so let's cut this. Lag, autosave. There's no steam inside. Oh no, there's 73, which is not bad. Yeah, alright, so let's go inside. We are gonna cut this line. And we're gonna start running it to the left. What we're gonna be doing is starting to store the steam. We're not gonna plug this in. And we should be good. But yeah, no Drekos on the planet, so we can't do Dreco ranching. Alright, so we're just going to be pumping steam into the engine and also into the storage. We'll eventually have to cut the top pipe, which is fine. And then we just feed into the storage. I think ideally we want at least 150, always, so that we have at least 10 tiles. But then, you know, we're better off if we're able to move it. Yeah, my Drago design has roughly been the same. There has been some improvements, but you've probably seen it the last couple years. So the problem I'm having that I'm thinking about with this is that if I want to feed it polluted dirt, the problem is that the polluted dirt off gases. I kind of want to remove polluted oxygen from my map. So because I want to remove the polluted oxygen, it kind of sucks. Oh, I just realized what the problem is. I wouldn't be able to grab iron from here. That's fine. We'll do it like this. Remove this, add that, and then we could just let the pea water drop. Yeah. So I'm thinking I liquid lock this, is what I'm thinking. We literally just liquid lock this. Yeah, that's probably better. All right, let's remove everything here. We'll redo everything. We'll probably have to extend this for the space. And then we'll probably want proper walls too instead of doors. We'll have the, you know, moving the pea dirt in, but then after we do that, we wouldn't have polluted oxygen to really worry about anymore. Outside of this. So you know what that means? Let's try to seal this up. And then maybe put a liquid lock right here. And then that solves all the polluted oxygen on the left side leaking out. Let's also clean this up right here. Wait, slime lung. Okay. So we are going to Weesward outside of George's house. We gotta sanitize the area before we save him. Alright. How are we here? Finish scanning. So we'll push up. This guy has 2 cycles. Okay, so we will want, let's say 2 suits, maybe 3. We'll do 3. What's going on, Julie? Welcome in. I see you over there. How are you? We're gonna do the liquid lock. We'll see how we want to do the spacing inside. No, we'll probably want the door here so the Poke Shell doesn't break out, right? I don't want him sitting in the water. And then that means we do the setup like that. Which shouldn't really matter too much, right? I have a weird design potential I want to check out. Grooming station, and then we have drop off, and then we do the sweeper. That makes sense. And then this goes to this tile. So I'll put a floating tile to kind of mark that. Right? That lines up. So I want to make sure I line that up. And then we're going to do a different color bin here. Special bin. And then we need to do shape. So 104 because of this elevated section. That works. So then we do that. And then that means I probably want to seal that up. Now, of course, this becomes a weird pocket. A little unfortunate, right? So we'll ladder through right here. Shale. That's all good, all good. Let's ladder down like that, because we can. Maybe we put it more on the right. And then we argue it's a lip tile. That way it lines up a little bit on this side, which is not bad. We could let them work on that. This is shale. Also works. How are you, Julie? How is Bob? Dupes didn't get stuck. Let's go. And then we could dig this tile. Want to sweep that though. Well, no, we'll wait on the sweep. We'll want to sweep this then. Doing all right, just chilling out. Awesome, awesome. Good to hear, good to hear. I'm thinking about repiping this into a res. And then have it like this, have it like that, and then cut the line. That way we could hold a little bit more oil here if we wanted it. Wouldn't be bad. Alright, now that this broke out, I think I do this, and then we can't walk up top anymore, and we just dig the whole thing. Also opened up the bottom. Oh man, he's grabbing items up top though. Yeah, we probably don't touch the somnium. We could give my dupe something to do, but we don't really need to. Seal it up. We're going to free George some point today. Alright, how is the steam? Alright, we gotta cut this. There's gonna be steam on that. It's gonna break. Feels bad. We are holding... Okay, we're almost done. Almost at 150. That's there. That's there. No. Oh, I need to do false launch. That's fine. We could do that. It's also new day, right? Yep. After... No, we'll set up now. We need to do data banks. I'll have to open my doors. Alright, we can open right side. I'll have to clear a little bit of regolith on that side, but it's fine. Dude, there's steel up here. What the heck? Bring this home, boys. Oh no, that's 186 degrees. Alright, we need this here, boys. That's steel, baby. We're gonna need that for the monument. Okay, it should be good. Higby should be coming in. We're gonna get some data banks so that we could do the research. Alright, we're good here. So we're just gonna cut the power, let whatever go in, go in. Higby, you fine, buddy. Hey man, what about the steel? Alright, we need to do the false launch, so we'll just open this. Does that mean that falls down? Or is it because it's open door property? Oh no, that's not plugged in. Okay. Oh no, bro. This isn't plugged in. Oh, we just gotta connect it. That's not bad. Alright, very straightforward. You can walk on open doors. Totally legit. They do fall through. Okay. Higby, let's go, buddy. Alright, databank time. 1-4. Alright, do we have a pilot? Meep, the pilot. You on downtime? Yeah, he is. Alright, after he's done with downtime, we will do the false launch. Where we launch and then do a lap. And then that way we charge up the battery. And then we could power the suits. Should be good. A lot of steam. That's looking great so far. Alright, we're going to do infinite pressure right here. 10 kgs. That's potentially 90 kilograms of water. That's not enough. And it's going to off gas. I'm not too mad about this. Let's do this really fast so that we get infinite pressure. Start converting the rust into iron. And then we could have all the steel we want. Higby, you can't eat. That sucks. You gotta go on a diet today. Alright, the water keeps not wanting to spread for some reason. There we go. No? Is it because of the gases messing up with it? That might mean this might be beneficial. Oh no, it seems fine now. Nope. So we want to infinite pressure this. The gases up here just goes out and kind of cools the area. We don't really care for it. We're just trying to process the rust for iron. Don't really want to make a melter either. Yeah, my water's acting weird. They don't think it be like it is, but it do. Seems fine, though. Seems fine. Calories going up. Looking good. There are some setups that delete the chlorine immediately. That's not bad. Wouldn't be mad about deleting chlorine. With the submerged setup that could do that? Nice. I do think I might want to get another transformer. Maybe even get another one back here. I do think we want to get another transformer though. And then we're going to have to redo the wire a little bit. Run this down lower. This goes down. This goes down. And then this continues. Which means this becomes a new line. I'm not too mad about. Alright, so we do that. And then we do this. And then we probably run this up this way. And then we just use it here. Yeah. And then we can plug other stuff to this. Wait, you need hydrogen for rockets sometimes, Kappa? It's almost never, but technically it's a thing. Technically it's a thing. Alright, room size 96, perfect. A water planet, let's go. Not bad. Oh, the micro spawns. I'm surprised they allow that to be deleted. Then again, not really. The original designs did have that problem. Box spawns had that problem where a portion of the oxygen gets deleted. Not really surprised, and that's the thing. Wait, we didn't need the second sweeper, now that I think about it. Yeah, we didn't need the second sweeper. Let's get rid of this. I guess we could do that. Run a chute. And then we just need a place to start delivering P-dirt. Which realistically is probably in the front somewhere. I wouldn't mind it being here. Run that in, run that up. It's possible I don't have natural gas geyser on map. I just on base game, specifically base game, you cannot guarantee, there's no guaranteed geysers, because base game geysers is pure random, meaning that there's a chance you don't get water, there's a chance you don't get any fuel. You're at the mercy of the game, realistically. So yeah, there's a chance if you're playing base game. Yeah, that means there's a chance you just might not get the geyser then. Nobody's fault outside of the fact that that's just game mechanics. Alright, are we gonna get frostbite? No, right? Alright, let's dig this. We want to excavate the fossils when we can. We want to get the lime, right? So we got to do this. CO2. All right. Just going to be doing a quick empty. Get our canisters. Keep pumping. All right, we don't need that. We have that set up. This doesn't really matter too much, so I think this is fine. That does mean this doesn't matter. We don't need none of the bins there. And then we just move the chute to the bottom. Doesn't overpressure, should be fine. Yeah. Got an idea for that. There is no oxygen for this. Okay. So let me do that. We're gonna cut this line. And then we're gonna run it like this. And then run that across. That way we don't use that line that many more times. There we go. Now, because of how the suits work, we might be in an okay situation. This is gonna look so bad, but it would make a lot of sense. All right. This makes no sense to people who don't really understand pipe mechanics, but I think this gives me what I want. That looks so jank, man. Why the double bridge? So I want to make it so that this line prioritizes filling up the bottom line. And then afterwards, I want it to flow in and top off the bottom. That only works if you have a bridge, and we just added that. And then this is a fill-in line. So we keep the priority without bopping this to go to the bottom pipe. And then we get to do the nice fill. So we have to cut this. And then now it's going to the bottom. That works out really well. And then now we're using the pipelines effectively. If anything, though, this one wouldn't be bad to have a little bit of help. We might want to start pulling oxygen from this pump line off of these right here, so that we could run this line all the way to the top for the suits. And then we're using that for the rockets as well, right? Yeah, it wouldn't be bad. All right, so this is ready. We're going to want to do that. Oh, my man came back. Nice. He could actually do the colonizing. And we got the percolator. We got some artifacts in, boys. Senor Meep. We're going to need to do the launch. He's going to have a suit. He'll be fine. Unless there's no oxygen inside. No, we're good. He'll be fine. There's even toilet water. Okay. How was the homie over here? So 2 more tiles to scan before he has to go home. What's this guy's CO2 databanks? How much calories are at? 16. Got a little bit of databanks. You know what? You could come home today. How close are you to... Okay. New day. Okay, we'll wait for the day to pass. We'll have to let him starve. And then he could come home. Feels bad, man. You have to wait till he starves. So we made suits. We did. So we could actually deliver. Did we redo the power lines? No, we did not, but everything's built. So there, here, here, there, cancel, there. And then this goes up top. That connects. Cancel, cancel, cancel. Power looking good. There's no connectors on this, so we have to connect this, that, that. Oh, I see what I do. I'll make it look a little bit better. So we do this, do this, do this. That's on the bottom line now. This will connect this way, but we'll want this like that. It's the same line into the same line, but we will be able to remove all these wires and make it look a little bit better. Right? You gotta have the nice server room wires. Y'all know what I'm saying. Oh, that lag. Here, here, here. Geothermal still looking good. Yeah, with the one bottle emptier, the temperatures are cooling down, so I can't really be too mad. And the AQ is barely running. So far, so good. Lot of heat right there. We don't need extra turbines yet, not until these die out. So we'll be fine for a long time. We got the seal. We got to get the Wheezewort here. And then we put one on this side. We're going to sanitize the area around George before we save him. You know, we got to do it for George, man. And then we're going to let the water spill out. We'll build a tile to push up the pea water and it'll spill into here. Hopefully. Oh, puff eggs. Ooh, puffs are little bastards, though. They keep pooping slime everywhere. Maybe we just reject everybody. Like, we have emergency puffs right here. They kind of chilling, I guess. Alright, we'll do the sweep really fast. Oh, I didn't get the power wire for this. Okay, and how much is on this? 970. Really? Pump, pump, sweep. I guess that makes sense. And then 360, 480, 600, 840. Yeah, that makes about... Yeah, that's about right. We wouldn't realistically ever overload, but yeah. We're at capacity with that line. Dude, 275? I guess we could add some of the wires here for the deodorizers. I think we might even just try to get rid of the deodorizers here. Whoa, what's up with this water drop? Alright, so now this is good, right? We still sweep up the items, sweep up the smokers, and we're not in range of the fridges, which is good. We could guarantee the seal by putting the proper U-shape right here. I don't mind that. And then we could start pulling out food. Hey, Falso decoded. Good stuff. Now we could demolish this for the fossil, 4 tons. Still got to do another one. This is mad cold. So that reminds me, we have artifacts, right? Oh yeah. We never launched the dude. Oh, he can't drive. Classic. There we go. You can drive now. Alright, we'll cut that line, cut that line, cut that line. Nice. Alright, let's do a refill. Everything else is disconnected. Flow backwards. No steam in the pipe, so it already broke, and they repaired it, it looks like. Okay. This one is probably gonna want to go... Autosave lag. Let's move to here. We don't need to change material type. This guy is probably gonna want... Dude, there's so many planets he could go to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like, anywhere we go, it's gonna be good. And it requires us to have steam. Okay, we'll set that up internally. Okay, this is not plugged in. The wires are good. Okay, so what we're doing here is we're going to be starting to pipe steam into the Spacefarer. So that's why we actually had this setup right here. With the 2 pipelines. One goes into the vent and the suits. The other one goes into storage. You could store oxygen as well. It's just that in our case, we don't really need it. So instead, we're going to be storing hot steam. So you have to insulate the pipe here and over here. Now, the big thing you want to do is make sure that the gas output fitting is not plugged in. Video about steam vents. Not cool steam vents. Steam vents weird. I feel like in order to really utilize the proper steam vent, you gotta use door pressurizers, which I don't really like in general. Right? You gotta use a door pressurizer so that the steam could be pressurized, because otherwise your pump's gonna break, right? Or I guess you could argue... Oh, wait. Oh, it's all pemmican. And this is just poppers. Okay, they could just take that out. Right? So the steam vent is at 500C. It's kind of tough. It breaks a lot of material. So it becomes a thing where it's either you steam turbine it, but it's 500, so it kind of feels like it's not worth it. Or you do a door pressurizer, where you use doors to pull the steam, pressurize it, and then allow it to be put into an infinite chamber, where your steam turbines could take its time. Right? Start pulling the energy from that. You probably want to use a metal tile contact in an isolated room so that it cools down the steam before you consume it with turbines directly. So it's like a weird setup. But for the most part, yeah, I don't really have a video for that. Just because I don't like door pressurizers, man. They work, they do their thing. It's just, it causes lag. Doors opening and closing all the time. So it's like, I'm just not a fan of that. Though it does work, right? If you get the idea. You know what I'm saying? Alright. I did want to redo a lot of the steam right here, so I think we'll do that. So we're just going to do this weird setup. Steam. I mean, oxygen. I'm sorry. Starvation, Higby, but he's home. You're at home, buddy. Are we full charge yet? 100 kilojoules. I'm in, boys. Alright, so we're gonna just pull the line, probably chop a lot of these connections here. Have this single line do all the oxygen so that this goes directly to the top suits, which is probably what we need a lot of the oxygen for anyways. Didn't really add more power here, but we probably should. Nice. Clean up the wires. You still starving, old man? Oh, is he struggling? He's struggling on the move. The old man moving mad slow. Old man legs. Oh, he's picking up food. Look at this guy. He's got the food with him. Did you just climb the ladder instead of just walking? Oh my god, that's illegal. Get rid of this. He jumped and held onto the ladder like he's climbing up. That was jank. That was jank, man. I can't believe he done this. Alright, so they're working... Oh, my Steam. Ha. We are at 134. This is about 12. We got time, actually. This is set up. So we're going to be funneling in the Steam into the inside. And it's going to go into our storage. That's going to be the idea. So we could count the bubbles a lot easier this way because we're getting increments of 500. This is also done pretty well. 6, 5, 6, 5, 7, 5, 8, 5, 10. And then we could just pull... No? No. I was off. There we go. Wait, that's still only at 45. Oh, dude. 1, 2, 2, 2. 49. And then we get 150. Nice. Inside, we need about 150k as well. This lost 30 for the launch. This is ready to come home. Alright, so this guy... I feel like he's not going to be landing. Although we probably should. I might have him go scan instead, which is pretty fair. Grab a far off artifact. Like we go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that doesn't work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we scan a couple tiles here, which is not bad. And then we could come back. And then we grab the artifact from the amber field. Yeah, that works. Alright, so we want to go into here. Grab a little bit of steam. Nice, nice. After Higby eats, we'll probably want to go back get some more databanks. We actually got the virtual planetarium right there, so it works out. Oh, he's gonna get beat up, dude. Oh, I never made my pinch roast sweeper that we need to make. Okay. So we'll probably want that just right here. Get the power, right? Now we need to move out the eggs and do a drop setup so the Poke Shells never get mad. That's basically what we kind of want to make right now. Okay, so we are going to have the cool crabs hanging out right here. Okay, classic setup is 9 wide. That goes out to here. And then that usually means I run the rail through like that. We're gonna go to the top. Then we probably... So we're not gonna have them go through this way. We could use that as a door. We're probably never too worried about this, but we want to be able to drop off eggs inside. And then it falls down. Drop-offs, probably don't need that. And then we just do our door setup. Okay, so then the automation is... we need a chute. We need a critter sensor. Not made out of freaking steel, though. We could use lead for this. Pink cable, because poke shells are pink. That goes inside. We could pop that tile. And then... we'll have to probably do something like that. Oh, the big thing with this is... I do sweep that tile. Okay. So this doesn't work. Let's cancel that. Let's move these two. And we have to put a tile. I can't be able to sweep this in infinite loop. Just in case. And then we'll put a setup right here. Alright, I probably already overfilled, haven't I? 150, yep. This is at 93, that's okay. Alright, right outside of range, let's go. And then we get the critter sensor right here. Are you stuck, Lero? We'll let him finish everything else first. Why do I feel like they're just idling here because they want to get stuck? Because I want to remove this tile, man. I don't trust these guys. This is gone. I gotta remove this because I gotta put a chute there. Oxygen's pumping. Can't be mad. Yeah, this is filled up now. Nice. Oil is getting moved. This is good. Can't dig. We'll do that and then dig this out. And then this is safe. Sweep all of this because we can. Oh, are we not sweeping sulfur? I guess it's fine. Alright, so my man's probably eating today. Nope, he's about to go to sleep. Feels bad. Okay, so we don't need full 10 tile range. I think we'll go to this planet just because it's not that, how do I say this? It's not large, so the amount of lag you get from that shouldn't be that bad. Make sure the lander's made. Trailblazer's made. We just have to make sure we move out the food. Let's sweep this. To here. If it rots, it rots. If not, they can pick it up immediately next to the meal hall. Can't be mad about that. Okay, so it's this tile, and then we put a door underneath. So don't count eggs. If critter count is above 0, open the door. Yeah, that works. Okay, we'll need this for the power. Need the door on the floor so we could walk across. We're gonna want to sweep that. Sweep this. Put a beach chair in here. Hang out with the crabs. We have a little bit of extra power on this, right? No, we don't. Nah, no, we don't. No, I thought we did. Doesn't look like we did. It's not a lot, though. Like, a lot of this isn't going to be turning on. Like, I'm thinking we could put, like, a lamp here. Sun lamp's way too much metal. Nah, we probably don't beach chair. I was going to say we hang out with the crabs. Guess not. Okay, should be alright. Oh, I just got an idea. Oh, we got the angry Pokeshell. How do I do this? How do I want to do this? This is gonna be mad annoying. What's going on, Miss Mycelium? Nah, man. The crabs give us lime. Watch enough anime, you know lime's the key to life. You watch Dr. Stone? Dude, we needed some lime, dude. Only way to get it is by grinding up seashells. Let's grab that right there. We have a way up and down. Nice. I guess we could dig this up. We'll leave the chunk of abyssalite right there, though. No demolition. That's fine. And then we'll sweep that. Once we build this, I'm gonna do something jank. Oh, I guess we bridge that as well. We could replace that for now. It's not gonna hurt anything. I'm gonna pull out the heavy watt wire, even if it's temporary. And then we are going to dig that, bop this, dig that. We're going to have all the salt water spill down. And then we're going to just use this area, because it's really cold, as a glass forge setup. I think that works really well. We just drop it into the inside. We probably just do a mesh tile here. And then we just do the elevated dip. Right? I could stand here, build all that. And then it just drips going down. Should be okay. Do that. Pull this across. I watch almost no anime. I grew up without access to TV, and I feel like it shaped a lack of interest in shows. I'm not gonna lie. I grew up with no access to TV, in a sense that my siblings would be picking the shows to watch and I never had interest in them. I eventually started finding out that there's something called anime on the interwebs, and then that's actually where all of my like joy came from. Like be able to pick and choose the shows I want to watch. That helped me out. I feel you with that though, man. Sometimes you got no TV, you got no cable, it's basic channels. You gotta watch These Are the Days of Our Lives, the 500th rerun, because they just marathon that shit every day. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you can only watch that so many times, man. At some point you're like, oh, man, I'm tired of watching this. I'm just gonna, turn off the TV. Oh, we still pumping steam? Okay, we good. He's coming back. This guy's landed. We moved out the stuff. Oh, I never brought in the oxygen that we need to charge with. Alright, so now we'll be able to start filling up the suits, which is why we need to do this. Because this might be a long mission, I'm gonna bring out some smoked fish. Smoked fish. So 1 kilogram is 2,800. 32 cycles spoil. This is about 2.8 days. If I were to fly here, and it's about 0.9 tiles per cycle. So 6 tiles times 0.9, that's what? 5.4? So that's what, 5 kgs of smoked fish is a safe spot? Yeah, that works. Ooh, pea dirt. Man, move this. Move this out of here. So we're gonna pull out 5 kg smoked fish. Once we actually think we're ready for that. Okay, got some more sweeping to do. Okay, so this is good, right? Yeah, that should be fine. Plastics at 900 will eventually get enough. They're building out the heavy watts, looking pretty good. Ooh, we're still waiting those 2 sockets. This could be done. And then we're almost there. We got to move out the eggs, though. So far, so good. This guy has 2.8. All right, so I think 5 kilogram smoked fish is going to be sweet spot for us. The micas are pollinating. Let's go. Maybe we do want more lure plants. Wouldn't it be too bad? We could technically put a lure plant right here. Have that dangling. Oh, are we making toasted mamillets? No more, are we? Oh yeah, because I needed the mamillet seeds to have that populate. Now that we're okay, we could actually start storing them again. All right, let's do this first. Let them naturally pull from there. That way we just keep grilling. We can make barbecue now. Enough dartles died. I guess we could do barbecue. BBQ. Toasted millets. Oh, we have shellfish? No, it rotted. This guy doesn't want to give us food. So now this is safe to dig. 340. I'm gonna put this here just so that we could mop this up. Oh yeah, and then we're gonna need a ladder here to reach the sides right there. Not too bad. Everything's looking pretty good. Big B's gonna go on downtime. I'm gonna need a liquid lock right there. Okay, this is done. Right, so a lot of times, because of how the glass forge works, you're just gonna want to put it somewhere that's cold. Let it drop the hot spot stuff into something cold, like cold water. That way you don't really have to worry about the heat too much. We're gonna need, what is it, 2,500? So that's what, 99? 25 times 100. That's 2,500. That makes sense. Keep pumping up the bad gas. We're still doing the magma stuff. Everything's going pretty well. Research-wise, it's all databank based, right? Yeah. We could do this for fun. Get the arcade cabinet. Other tech. I guess we could grab this. Mercury lamp. We don't have mercury. Rad bolt generator. Oh, yeah, we could pre-tech this. That's not bad to do. We could do the other tech, right? The science, dirt, water, and rad bolt. Get that started. Okay, steel. 95. We'll do another 9. And any more lime? Let's do 8 tons. Let's go. I think all of my sedimentary rock purely comes from this. Alright, there's a little bit of fossil here. Dude, we could dig this, the sand falls down, and then we'll be able to dig that tile right there. Always lucky. Just kind of works out. That's dirt. 2 tiles right there, fossil. How is the sanitation process? We are almost done. This is going down. This is clean enough. We'll clean the rest of this after we save George, I think. You know what? We'll leave it. It looks like it is impacting some of the tiles still. Okay, still downtime for them. Alright, so you can't break in. That's good. Pinch rows. This is gonna be critter pickup. And then we'll base that off of the critter automation right here. I think for the reasoning, we should probably put that closer. Right? Just so that the wire's a little bit shorter. So the logic is simple. We're going to maintain a population. We're going to breed. We're going to drop off pea dirt. Any eggs get swept up into here. When they hatch, they're going to pop down. And then we're going to have the poke shells hanging out here. We're not planning on feeding them there. We're just going to be feeding them here so that we increase the number. Type of poke shell doesn't really matter. And then what we're going to do is we're going to enable this so that we could refill when we need to. You know what? We could just put a critter trap. I have 50 tons. Because I was feeding the poke shells. Not poke shells. I was feeding the paku. And they've been pooping, man. Where are they? They're right here. I've been feeding the paku, man. They be pooping. You know what I'm saying? Now, you do use pea dirt for the sea comb. But it's like, I still have 50 tons. And I have a lot of sea comb still. I don't have room for phyto oil. 5 tons of sea comb. That's not bad. But yeah, I'm just doing this just to go through the pea dirt. I want to get sand over the other resources. Dude, that's what happens, man, when you play like I do and have outhouses for like the first 200 cycles. I was just pooping all day for 200 cycles. I did not upgrade, man. Also, I got a good amount from the biome right here. A lot of the pea dirt tiles. And I think we also get some from the second planet, if I really wanted to. I didn't even touch the second planet's pea dirt's stash yet. Yeah, man, outhouses, man. Technically a resource conversion. Always checking to make sure nothing broke inside. You never know with this, man. Alright, so we're good now, right? This guy's ready. Oh, no, we gotta grab the food. Alright, so 5 tons smoked fish. Okay. Do that. That's pulling food out of the food storage. Smoked fish goes here now instead. We will grab the copper ore. Alright. Let's get a suit checkpoint. 18 oak shells at Standing Shells Ranch at one point. It was pea dirt hungry. Yeah, man. I feel like that's why a lot of times those critters aren't as popular. They're just not sustainable, man. Slicksters aren't sustainable. Hatches, Dracos are pretty easy to sustain, which is why they're popular, I think. Sweetles, if you get Sulfur Geyser. Puffs, dude, I don't think they're it, man. Crab Run is fun. How many dupes did you get hit, man? Bringing down the crab hammer of justice. They're mathematically sustainable. I mean, yeah, I guess. A lot of things you could do. You just have to not upgrade the toilets and then have like a pip ranch so you don't run out of dirt, convert the dirt, and it all works out. My man is yodeling in bed. Wait. Moderate wounds? I didn't get any burning notifications. So what that means is that he got beat up. Probably by this guy. Oh man, what a menace. What kind of water do we have? We'll use brine for this. Okay, that should be fine. This works, right? We're getting glass. We don't need ice anymore. Lum eggs don't matter. Probably don't care about poke shell roe or tough meat. Or algae. Or crude oil. Or databanks. Dirt, lead. Lead doesn't matter anymore. Or the refined metal. Okay. Glass. Oak shells can make enough lumber to feed themselves, and other shells combined with arbors. I'm not sure about toilets. I was thinking about the toilets just because it's like an easy way to convert any dirt you already have into pea dirt. But yeah, true. If you do wood, you get ethanol distillers. That's also a great source of polluted dirt, not gonna lie. That wouldn't be bad. Alright, so this is going to have 8 critters. This is going to be only counting critters. If it's below 8 green signals, that's a green signal. 1 max. And then we do the pokies. I don't have... The wood pokey feels bad. Okay, this should be good. Pinch row. I guess we'll look at it. Oh wait, did it hatch? Oh no, it's a regular pinch row. Alright, so relocate this to here. Same thing with this one. But you need dirt, whereas lumber itself is sustainable. That's what I was thinking. You needed pips. You would pip plant arbor trees. I mean, that means you would need arbor trees. They would eat that, and then you would get your dirt, right? That's what I was thinking. 5 kgs fresh. All right, we're in. This is looking good. Okay. So full steam, we have 340 kgs. Let's go. We're in, boys. It's time. Yeah, you don't need the pips, just the trees. That makes sense with the ethanol distiller. I was thinking that you just use the pips to get the dirt. I was like, oh, wait, no. Yeah, you skip that step. You skip that step. Dude, pips make anything sustainable, though, technically. Crabs are fun. You know who is fun? Dartles. You gotta run the Dartle challenge. Unreachable food. Alright, now you got the food. We don't need to refrigerate this. We'll be fine. And then she'll be able to scan while on the rocket. Good stuff. High melt risk. I don't think it's going to matter. Dartles aren't fun resource. Ethanol is life challenge. We got to revisit that. The challenge one where we do no oxygen diffusers, no electrolyzers, no rust. and you're running sublimation stations all day. The problem ends up being you run out of sand. That's the stupidest thing. So that means you're gonna have to do Pokeshell Ranch probably. What a challenge. That's in all his life, baby. That would work, man, technically. Now let's bump this up so we actually get some water in here, and then we'll start moving in the pea dirt. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna lock the doors. Oh, does that work? I might actually have to replace this with tiles because of how horizontal door works. Yeah, I have to do the double tile setup. Wait, that might block the sweeping. Ooh. So tile there, and then probably random tile here. Does that bot the sweeping? It does. What a travesty. All right, we'll put the door back. We just have to force lock it. Hopefully it works the way I think it does. Right, we could do that. Up top, this is gonna be somewhat of a long mission, I guess. We'll do another 5 smoked fish. Suits have oxygen, toilet water is good. We could double pump here if we wanted to. So we're gonna be grabbing the amber field and then going out the scan. That means, yeah, just a little bit of food. Veggie poppers 150, smoked fish 98. Let's do veggie poppers. Just because we can. Veggie poppers in here. Ooh, about to go stale. Feels bad. Stale stuff. They're not going to eat that, though. Feels bad. We need them to eat the stale food. Maybe we wait a little bit. Alright, more steel. Can never have enough. Alright, so we want to lock this proper. And then we're also going to lock this proper. I'm hoping that doesn't bop them. Oh, this is disabled. That's why. Oh my god. I was wondering why that was like that. I was like, we're not moving water. We have a pump right there, though. Alright, let's start bopping some of the beds to get some new beds here. We have 2 spots, 2 spots. And then a spot up top, so it's not too bad. Biodiesel has room still. And we could mop this up. Salt water, classic. Hot glass, baby. Pokeshell's chilling though. Alright, 0.8 before we get back. Yeah, it's just the veggie poppers I'm waiting on, which is fine. Should be okay. I haven't actually done this yet, which I should. Prevent the polluted oxygen from off-gassing. I think, though, I need to get the pea dirt out first. So I need to do the pea dirt sweep. And then we'll be good. Okay, this is looking all right. So navigation stopped at the doors. Let's go. Sweeper still has full coverage. I kind of want them to make a solid tile that sweepers could sweep through. Like a mesh tile property that you could sweep through. That would be kind of nice. Instead of using doors that you can open and close sometimes, right? Are we eating? The bad food still inside feels bad. Yeah, man, that'd be so good. Having sweepable, like permeable, not permeable. You have to be able to sweep through. I don't know what the logistics with that is. Like, is that like a magnet pulling the items through? Like, I wouldn't know what the logic is. Yeah, you would have so many better ranch designs, man. It'd be nice. The only thing is that it's like, do you make it so that critters fall through as well? Like, that would be the only question I would have to consider. Because pneumatic doors, the critters could walk on it. But if you close a door and they're in free fall, they fall through, right? So it becomes a thing of, do we want critters to fall through on that? I've been using storage tiles to do that for boiler setup. Oh, that's smart. Do they automate? You don't, right? You would actually have to like manually click it. Or can you force... Oh, they melt. That's kind of jank. Yeah, it's made out of what? Plastic or is it glass? Glass is pretty high melting point, though. Alright, so a lot of this is okay. I want to probably clear this layer first. Let's pop that. That's almost done. My dupes, y'all is eating? They're avoiding the stale poppers, man. They're only eating the fresh stuff. Alright. We're also gonna make a jawbow ranch, it looks like. Because I want smoked fish. Yep, looks like we gotta make a jawbow ranch. We have an aquarium that's chilling. I don't want to be too close moving in like cold water, so I might want to put it somewhere else. Make the aquarium here. That wouldn't be bad. Jawbow's low point is -20 but 0 to 60. Okay, they can hang out here. 28, 16, 30, 46. Brine. Oh. We could just dump brine here, especially from here, and just get rid of this. That's not bad. We should probably open this up, man. Let the chlorine just float down and use the space. That makes way too much sense to not really say yeah to. Yeah, but it only takes the property of one type, right? It's kind of like how you have, whatchamacallit? You could make, there's something that's half plastic, half metal ore, but it takes the property of plastic for the melting point. I forget what building that is. Basically, it's like, is the melting point based off of the metal, or is it based off of the glass? Oh, it has to be insulated for your build. I see. So it doesn't really matter. They're both problems. That's a little unfortunate. I mean, it's metal, man. That makes sense. Pretty decent. Pretty decent. A man's back. Oh, we got the coffee cup. Oh, that reminds me. We had to make an artifact thing. All right, so we're probably gonna need to keep scanning. We probably want to do deep scan, so we probably want to do that same setup. Okay, so we're just going to be storing some of the gas. Oh, this is not even built, which is fine. We'll do that, and we'll do that. If they were insulated, though, I'd be able to get sour gas boilers and easily avoid solid rerouting, have to jank teleport through tiles. Hey, man, jank teleport through tiles is legit. Jank teleport through tiles is legit, dude. It's so good. If we need the power, man, I could pull it. It's nice, man. If we need power, we got it. This should probably be 75. That way this is first priority, and that the Pete's only like backup. Already teleporting liquids. Oh man, teleporting is just, you know, thinking with portals. That's all it is. Sometimes you just gotta be thinking with portals, man. How do you stop the jank teleport glitch? I tried with sulfur and formed some block. Sulfur glitched out, wouldn't go away. Easy. So first things first, if you ever solidify too many liquids on the tile before it solidifies, what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to reload the game after deconstructing the mesh tile. So in my case, my mesh tile that's solidifying is this one. You're going to have to deconstruct this, save load, and then when you load, there's going to be a solid tile of sulfur there that you're going to have to manually dig. That's the glitch with this build that happens with any liquid if you hit the critical mass point. That gives you a diggable tile when it solidifies, right? Because you either get a diggable tile or a debris tile. And if you add too much, it becomes a diggable tile. And then when you have that on top of a mesh, the game doesn't really know how to update it because it's two solid tiles on top of each other. You get the properties of both, but you could only see the one that was there first. Even if you deconstruct it, it never appears. So you actually can't put like a... Oops, I'm sorry. So you actually can't actually put a dig command on it, even though that's all you need to do. It's more common now. Oh, really? I haven't had that issue. Not that it's not possible, but it's like maybe I'm getting lucky with this. That's why I like the bottle emptier, man. It makes it so that it's very safe because you're doing 1 kilogram, 2 kilogram increments. Not a lot of things solidify at that low mass. But yeah, I haven't done it with sulfur. But yeah, Darker Rack, I'm hoping that helps out. Not sure if that's what you're looking for, though. Okay, the 2% went away. Okay, we should be fine. I will just overstock. Wait, what? There's food in here? Dude, there's veggie poppers up the yin-yang. Oh my god. You know what? We're good. We're just gonna leave. Who's this? Quinn? It's time, buddy. You going to sleep? He's sleeping. Okay, man. You go tomorrow. Oh, we don't have the steam yet. That's fine. Oh, no. It's this one. I'm sorry. Let's do 10 kgs. And then we're going to be doing veggie poppers. Priority 9. All good. So this one is going to be going here. I don't think we need to stop on this tile. We just pick it up as long as we fly by it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We do a little bit of scanning and then we back out. My shoebox sour gas boiler used to not clog with a solid teleport, but now it does so much more often in the recent patches. Maybe they're trying to patch it out, man. They're finally trying to... They're done developing the game, and now they're fixing the bugs. Oh, man. What we were all hoping never happens. The thing we hoped never happened, boys. That's what I thought, man, but you never know. All right, so we have a little bit of space here, 1560. I don't think we're going to charge all the students at once, so we're just going to run the artifacts module here. Should be good. And then we'll be able to do the artifact analysis that we need to do. They historically have it. But I could see a world where if they think they're done with the game, like, they might be done with it, right? So, if they are, maybe they're like, yeah, man, let's start fixing the bugs. I hope they don't fix the bugs, though, man, realistically. All right, we have a little bit of food. It's looking pretty good. Oh, I need to bring backup food, right? Nah, we trust the veggie poppers. Let's go up to 15 for that case then. Veggie poppers we trust. All right, so if that's the case, where is this guy going? We're trying to make sure he could double boost. He's not doing platform landing. We go here to here. Ooh. That's feasible. Okay. So we got to get a couple things in here. A couple bins. Let's get the shell bins. Should be good. It's because the solidifying bug relies on the one top or element rule, and the bugs that rely on that can't be fixed. That's true. They could mess with the low mass value to make it so that it's low enough that it becomes problematic. That would actually hurt the game, though, I think. I hope they don't do that. All right, databanks, databanks. We got to get our databanks. Oh, we're ready. Let's go. All right, so this is good now. We're going to go with eggs. This is also pinch row eggs. Nice. Now, this is off. We're going to go dirt. P dirt. Priority 1. This is P dirt. Priority 5. And we always just pull it into here. They can't go in. The only problem I might have is they might grab it from the feeder, which might be a loop. Okay, and then we can start moving the shells inside. The initial family. All right, that all makes sense. 1, 2, 3. Is there any other shells? I don't think we have any more, right? Yeah, it should be fine. Glass is at 900. It's going up. Plastic's at 1,000. It's going up. Food. Still waiting. Wait, 15? Oh, we're good on the food. It's just... Okay. Value didn't update, but we're fine. Crew launch. Quinn could do his thing, right? Yeah, he's astronomy. This guy launches 127. And then we have 128. Yeah, so I think that guy goes here to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or we just go straight there. Because I'm thinking that could be a planet, and I kind of want to uncover this corner. Because we're missing Magma Planet and then Shovel Planet. And we do have to go to each one. Maybe 2, we go to this ice asteroid field for the artifact. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. and that's fine. Get the scan outside a little bit. I like that. So we're just waiting for that. He'll be able to leave soon. This guy's about ready. 5,000. Let's go with granite here. Bump this to a 9. Quinn's going. Let's go. New printables. Salt water, sure. So just to remind everyone, at this point, our colony and our run is completely stable. Food, there's permanent food storage. We could scale up food at any time if we need it. We have a lot of the resources for the food. We have a closed loop steam refinery. So our metal is made on demand if we need it. There's no wait, there's no worry. We have a dump spot for the heat. And we're generating power from that. 3 smokers are running. All the oxygen in the world. Water is very nice still. We have 88 tons per tile of salt water, 70 tons per tile of pea water. Everything's going really well. Power is going to be long-term sustained by the geothermal setup. And you can see all the magma here is going to be potential power. We have a lot. And for the most part, we could literally idle for like 200 cycles and nothing bad would happen. We're just doing that good right now. So at this point is where we're able to kind of just take our time. So if you guys are following along with the run and you guys aren't keeping up with the amount of rockets we're managing, the 2 planets, 3 planets, this is totally fine. You're at a point where you just wouldn't lose anymore, so you're not really worried about that. So that's just going to be a heads up for the people following along. If you guys are worried, you guys can take your time at this point. And that's actually true for a long time. I think the moment we had the metal refinery set up and the food storage permanent, we were good. And it was really just making sure the geothermal doesn't kill the base. Like, this was the only thing that would have ruined us, but this is going well. We ranching crabs? Yeah, we are. It's because we have something called polluted dirt, and we have 50 tons of it. And I thought to myself, if we're going to be sieving the water for the polluted water vent, at some point, I'm going to need to start crushing the minerals into sand. And I don't want to do that. So, you know, I'm just going to be feeding them the pea dirt. And then they could convert, you know, the pea dirt to sand for us. And it's free. What's going on, Edwin? I see you over there, man. Life finds a way, I guess. That's true, man. Edwin be in the colony. I think he's threatening us. He's gonna do something, man. He's right there. He's gonna do something with the magma, dude. We gotta take that out of his hands. But yeah, we're doing really great so far. There's no real fear of losing anymore. We're stable, as the kids say. We're doing good. Ghost Rider, welcome in. Who would you like to claim? You could choose Layra, Maya, May, Bubbles, Ren, Oshkon, Ruby, Joshua, Ari, Pei, Marie, Rowan, Frankie, Quinn, me, Pigby. I'm pouring me some coffee right now, actually. We got 5 hours to go still, boys. After this subathon's over, I need to know what you guys think about the new format, if we should keep doing this or not. Ghost Rider's in. If you guys don't know Ghost Rider, this is how he looks in real life. But because he's a fan of Ghost Rider... Oh, I don't have a leather jacket to give you, huh? Alright, man. We give you the turtleneck. Let's give him this one. Maybe some fitted gloves. I need a contrasted color. Ooh, look at those shorts. The contrast. You got the turtleneck, but you're exposing your legs. It's totally legit. And then we will give him leg warmers. That makes no sense, but hey man, whatever works. And then we'll have matching gloves. There we go. Welcome in, Ghost Rider. Happy days. Sunday, Monday, happy days. Tuesday, Thursday, happy days. Wednesday, Friday, happy days. The yo man, Ghost Rider, appreciate you. I see you over there. No one is looping this, right? From here to here. I don't think anyone is. Alright, so we're good here. Food's inside. And then, yeah. 150. Can't complain. 3 rockets, 4 rockets. How are you, Higby? 2,000 calories, he's fine. Alright, so we're gonna be at base right now, hanging out. Making sure we good, making sure we good. 18 tons, ooh, dang. Keep making the steel when we can. We'll do it on forever, why not? It's never gonna be a reason that we wouldn't want to do that. Glass is getting there. Alright, so can we make the base of the monument? Probably want to put it here. Ooh. Ooh. So this bottom area and our base isn't aligned. I don't think we could really be too mad about that, though, realistically. Let's mine this out. And then we'll probably want to get rid of the water somehow. And then... Oh, I don't have the tech for Great Monument. Okay. I was like, we should probably check that out. Smoker doing the thing. All right, cool. So this is ready. We move the pokies. This is good. All right. So the next thing we probably want to do then is Jawbo Ranch, so that we could potentially get some smoked fish for the long rocket missions, which is going to be kind of nice. Data banks are good. We're going to another planet. I could get another rocket setup at this point too, if I want to do another rover trailblazer setup. I probably should. Yeah, why not? So let's dig that. Let's make this out of lead, actually. It's perfectly fine. We probably want to go up top, add 2 more doors then. Where's all the pea dirt coming from? So we had the swamp biome right here. There's tiles of pea dirt. I was using outhouses for way too long. And then I was feeding the Pakus a little bit of pea dirt because they were eating the sea comb. Right? The sea comb right there. So outside of that, there shouldn't be a lot. Maybe I have a lot of food rotting, maybe. That could be another way. Rotting food. This guy's eating tough meat. Cramped. We just gotta move out the eggs. Always ran at Peter. I have way too much, man. I don't even know how to tell you where I got it from. I wish I could tell you where I'm getting this from, man. It just kind of magically appeared. They don't think, be like it is, man, but it do. Oh yeah, I need to do my new beds. I probably should decorate this room right now as well. Poor crabs don't get to eat. Sad times. What'd you do, Xandroff? You was... It sounds like you messed up your build somehow in PoE 2. I see you, I see you. You was building towards using Deepest Tower as a range unit? That doesn't work, man. Oh, it got removed this patch. Oh, yeah. It got removed to revamp. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, that's so sad. Wait, so does that mean you're starting over, dude? Or are you just going to change your build? Dude, that's tough. I forgot they did that, man. Yo, man, I forgot it too. So, you know what, man? Don't beat yourself up for that. It happens. All right, doesn't look like... Okay, this one is breaking. Oh, this got done too. Pretty sweet. You can see how expensive it is to respec. I mean... Yeah, you can look at that. Also, if there's another weapon, another skill you want to build around, might be better just start a new character, to be honest. But it's up to you, man. That's tough, though. I feel like a lot of the time if that happens, I'm at a loss. Like, oh, man. Like, I'm just kind of like, ah, damn it. I really wanted to play that build. Kind of an idea. Hopefully you cool, though. Alright, so... Got the beds in. 2 beds right there. I think we will put the ranch here. 18,000 gold. That's 1 item if you use the new trade mechanic. I bought an item chest piece at level 65 and it cost me 25k gold to buy that along with the chaos orb that I had to spend for that. So honestly, not that bad. Just 1 item. That's probably... You can't even use the new trade yet? Wait, I don't think there's like a level requirement. Oh, you have to get to Act 4 maybe. You have to talk to the lady at King's March and then you can start using it. I think that's how it is. I'm not sure. Oh, that's an artifact. I gotta grab that. Haven't finished Act 3. Gotcha. Yeah, it might be an Act 4 thing then. I'm not sure if there was something. I just didn't try. Like, I don't know if there was a, like, requirement for it. Higby wants food. You doing all right there, though? 1,800, that's fine. Oh, I forgot. I don't have minerals here. Alright, when we get to the surface, we're gonna see if I could just get minerals to build my pipeline for refilling. That's gonna be one thing I have to keep attention. Can we actually do that? Alright, so far so good. So we were gonna want to move a lot of the brine here so we could move a jawbow and start ranching them. Now the thing is that how does that work? If you feed them jawbows are weird because you don't tame them, right? If you feed them the alive fish, because the smoked fish is really nice because it lasts for 32 cycles. That's really nice. And it's radiation resistant, so it's really good for space. You put Paku fillet in the fish feeder. That's tough. That's tough, man. Yeah, you have wasted food, right? Man. Galv rounds got nerfed. I'm just saying. It got nerfed really badly. You only get 1 shot in your clip now instead of 5. It's effectively incendiary rounds, but with shock chance instead of ignite. I was thinking about doing a cold box so that the food doesn't rot. I was thinking about that. I'm not sure though. We don't really need the smoked fish too, I guess. Like, it'd be cool to have, but it's not really a necessity. Oh, a guy was doing well with it? Well, yeah, it's only just, you know, you don't have the extra rounds to make it, you know, as... I guess the word I'll use for that is brain dead, because you could literally just hold left click and just twirl your mouse around and you hit everything. You have to be more thoughtful of how you're aiming that now. I feel like that's yeah, because the stats and everything is still the same. Shock burst is still the shock burst. It's just you have less rounds, right? So it's not as OP as it used to be. I tried to do fish door drop, but the critter sensor messed up and got too many jobos and no fish. Ah, man, we're gonna have to start ranching Paku, getting fillets, and then feeding jobos. Maybe we just keep what we have, man. Maybe we just keep what we have and don't really go after the smoked fish. Not like the veggie poppers are bad, it's good enough. We'll probably be fine. Alright, so Higby's probably gonna want to come back. You need fish first. Yeah, you do. That's why I'm thinking it's like you're gonna have to ranch Paku before you ranch Jabos. We do have a little bit, but it's like, yeah, I don't know if it's gonna be enough. Alright, so the Pokeshell Ranch is gonna be fine. Lime and all that's gonna get ready. Glass is at 17. It's looking good. We keep using the plastic for beds. We even have the lure plants being pollinated and it's still not good enough. Alright, so we will do the setup here then for more lure plants. Hopefully it's not bad. There's a new surround helm. Oh, really? I probably didn't see it then. Oh, ha. This isn't selected. Oh, it makes the other surround nodes are active at all times. Oh, that's kind of nice. I gotta look at that new helm. When surrounded. There's not a lot of nodes, though, for when surrounded damage increased. Not that not a lot comes to mind. Artifact, and then nose cone. Yeah, the ones that are, it's a lot of damage. It's not as much as the when enemy is low life. There's like a whole cluster for that. How often is this running? 40, 11, 36. It looks like we're starting to need power, but it might be just purely because of the glass forge pulling a lot. I don't think we actually use that much, especially with this running. I think that's what it is. When we don't have the bottom actually hot and we turn this on, it consumes a lot of power. And then the problem is that once it does get hot, we don't need it anymore. These turn off. And then we're just burning the power. I'm thinking that's what's happening. That could be exactly what's happening. Okay, so we have this now. We want to do this. And then we'll have space for plants right there. And we're going to get a lot of lures. So we'll build diagonally. Build from the doors and then remove the tiles, and then we'll be able to build diagonally again and then remove the last tile. I'm at 21 tons, baby. Once we get the tech, we can start building the Great Monument. All right, we're scanning. Did we get the artifact? Wait. Go here. How come we're not grabbing the artifact? Hello? Artifact transport module empty. Huh. Is this glitched? That don't really make sense. Alright, man. We're just gonna keep going. We just gotta scan, I guess. Okay, collect it. There we go. It just weird. Something weird happened. Just did an update. Just, you know, yeah, just an update. You know, nothing too bad. Okay. Alright, we go in that way. And then we could grab the artifact right there. Nice. Research is done. Okay, that's good. Now, what do we want? We got the reactor. Maybe diamond press. I mean, we don't really need it. Some of the solid state stuff. Yeah, maybe. Getting those two is not bad. How did you get that much H2 up top? Oh, up here? When I dug through the salt biome. Salt biome just naturally has hydrogen. So I dug through a salt biome somewhere down here. And then it just released and naturally floated to the top. I have some right here as well. A little bit right there in the pockets. But yeah, just a little bit of salt biome. You know, it'd be like that sometimes. Oh, look at that. It's starting to concave. Looks weird when the magma does that, man. Has this weird, like half circle is about to form. So far, so good. 90 seconds. Okay, we gotta pay attention to that. This is... Why is everything out of range? Why is everything out of range? Oh, I messed up my ladder pattern. Haha. Oh my god. There we go. Why can't we reach? Feels like it's right there. All right, so we get the legs. Alright, first things first. Is there any obsidian in here? I'm scared. We're gonna be pulling freaking 5 tons of obsidian. I need to make sure the obsidian I pull out isn't from my magma area. Oh, that's easy. Lock the door. Yeah. No one's inside, right? No one's gonna be stuck in the magma room. We locked the door so no one could pull magma from the inside. Yeah. Now we could do the legs. I'm in. Let's go. Monument time. Looking good, looking good. All right, so let's do our liquid lock right here that I wanted to do. So maybe moving this also makes sense. Wouldn't be that bad. We'll do that afterwards, probably. And then 1, 2, 3. And then we could do something like that. And then we do a joint plate here, and that works. And then we could do that. We would have to seal this up, which is fine. Shell. I wouldn't mind putting a joint plate here as well. Just to clean it up a little bit. Okay. We are here now. There are no minerals here. Are you serious? There's no minerals? That means I can't build any pipelines. Dude, what is this shape? Do I want to be at the top or bottom? We see the room right there. So that's probably where I want to be. Alright, regardless, we're going to rover first. Let's put the rover at the bottom, I guess. Alright, it's right there. Okay, there is sedimentary rock right here. That's good. Okay, sweet old babies. No way. Those guys are cool. And you know what the best part is? We have sulfur. That's the best part. This is getting warm. That's really nice. You know what I'll also do? I'm gonna start mining the abyssal line right there. We'll let the warmth flow. Not cramped, right? Yeah, they're cool. Alright, so we just gotta build the ladders there. Higby, old man, has eaten. Alright, he's sleeping. We're just gonna do some more data banking. Okay. Let's get the steel. This volcano right there is very suspicious. And then we have the stuff right there as well. Okay. So we'll probably want to do something like that. And then put the rocket somewhere up here. Yeah. Okay, so this is Spirit Wanderer. Able to do the telescope scanning, which is good. We're going to have to swap suits with Elsa. Let's go, Elsa. So we already did the rover at the bottom. We got the 400 steel. So all we're going to do is swap suits so that we could trailblaze. And then the logic's simple right here. We land down, put a platform, everything works out. Hey, Ace Cow! Coming in with the 6 months in advance sub. Thank you so much, Ace Cow. I see you over there. Appreciate the support. Thank you so much. And of course, welcome back to the city. Hope you enjoy your stay. Enjoy the amount of free viewing. Don't forget that legit sub badge. But yo, man, 6 months in advance, baby. Thank you so much, Mr. Ace Cow, with the long time, 59 months. If you guys don't know, I know Ace Cow from back in the days, we used to go skateboarding together. And then what had happened was that we got in a fight. Not me and him, but we was skateboarding, and some dudes were like, "Hey man, we'll play poser, and then the loser has to treat the winner to pizza." So there were these dudes, and you know they were really good. He could hit this really gnarly kickflip. Now the problem was that they won first, and you know me and Ace Cow, we're good people, so we treat them to the pizza. And then one day Ace Cow whooped their ass. He hit him with a sick the viral flip. And then what had happened was that they ran for it. They didn't want to pay for the pizza. So Ace Cow chased after them and beat their ass, but then he got in trouble. So, he got in one little fight and his mom got scared and he went to the East Coast. He was reverse Fresh Prince, man. After that, man, I haven't seen him since. It's good to see you again, though, Ace Cow. I see you over there. And now he resides, man, on the East Coast. He stopped skateboarding altogether. He met somebody, settled down, has kids. He has little moo babies moving around. But I'm not gonna lie, man. Shout out to you, Ace Cow. Appreciate you, man. Thank you, thank you. That's true. I used to live in Cali a long time ago. I didn't actually know that. Hey, man. Always lucky, man. Always lucky. Alright, we're gonna have to go to the sedimentary rock. Does that mean you also did the skateboarding? Does that mean you also did the skateboarding? Alright, so what we just did earlier, drop the rover, deconstruct the rover, you get steel. And then his trailblazer is also steel. From that, we're able to afford the platform. So that's actually why you need a lot of steel for this. But a lot of the times, if you do that, you're going to be able to get the easy single land setup, and we're going to be grabbing the artifacts. Oh yeah, we're going to need to buy pedestals. Otherwise, we don't think we could move in the artifacts. Maybe. We'll have to see. I attempted to skateboard for a very short time. Had a Digimon skateboard. Let's go. Shout out to Digimon. I feel like Digimon deserved more, man. They really did. I feel like they got the short end of the stick now. Oh, I just realized we can't get to here. Okay, this is fine. Let's dig this. Alright, then we dig all that. Get rid of this. And then we want to make sure we don't touch the tree because he's going to beat you up. Do not walk in front of it. He's going to slap you. They got a new story game out. Man, I don't know if I could get into the new Digimon games. I've seen some of them, like the digital cyber sleuth kind of a thing. You're like a detective. And you do the Digimon stuff. Like, that's cool and all. The only problem I have with it is, like, the gameplay ends up being, like, really long-term grindy style. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's very grindy. It feels like a weird version of Pokemon, to be honest. Where you have to, like, put them in daycare. Yeah, it's a JRPG too, so it's like, you gotta grind out the levels to do the turn-based battling. It's tough. Alright, so we're gonna have to do that. You have to climb over the freaking door, because you could only open the door on the side where the circle is, and the circle's on the left side, so you can't open it from the right side. It's super jank. Alright, so we're inside scanning tiles, which is okay. Can we do this? Relocate. Nice. Want to get that. There we go. And then we want to get that. Alright. Then we are going to need to build the setup here for the refill. So we want this, and that means we're going to need ladders. here, 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 here. Oops. There we go. And then we'll be able to build all the ladders for this. We're going to need a weird vent line, just in case. So that we don't have the pipes break or anything weird like that happen. On this planet, the artifacts are always next to the tree. So it's only those two. We don't have to go down any deeper. Like, you got some tungsten right here that's solid. The volcanoes just bombing themselves. Otherwise, we're doing all right. All right, all right. We need to unplug after we're done. We have to unplug the telescope because he's doing this on priority. There we go. Oh, ha. We don't want this grounded yet. Gotta eat, man. It's fine. Use the toilet. It's all good. Chilling. Higbee's hungry still. What about you, buddy? 2,000 calories. You fine, man. You already ate. Hey, this is almost done. All right, so there's also the pipeline that we're going to want here. And then granite at the bottom. Let's go. I hate those volcanoes inside magma so much. Why? What's wrong with it, Zach? Are those volcanoes that bad? I think they're nice. If I have one of those, I wouldn't be mad. I got my legs in, boys. Let's go. Oh, man. Stepping on the poop. Stepping on the lumen crystal. Stepping on the data banks. They're all legs, though. We're going to go with the data block. We have no bionic dupe, though. Alright, let's do sweepy. What's the midsection? Plastic, ceramic. Oh, no, bro. Okay, I have a decent amount of clay. 44? Dude. We barely have enough clay. Holy crap. From deodorizing, we barely have enough. You know what? I'm not mad. That works out. Do we have clay on this side? There should be clay tiles, right? No, it doesn't look like we do. Oh, that's tough. Is there clay here? In this biome, maybe? Dude, I might just have to deodorize in this room. I'm not even kidding. Alright, let's get rid of that. I hate that we're gonna have to do this. Oh, okay. We could do a very weird temp setup. Where we run the wire through like that. Then we could deconstruct this so we don't lose power intermittently. And it's not as bad. Alright, buildings. We're going to want to bop. We're not going to be going up into there, right? So we just bop all that. Tons of extra steps where I get the juicy metals, FML. Yeah, you know what? That's true. That is true. I'm trying to just utilize the magma, and it's like, you know, kind of similar. Can't really do too much with that. It takes time to go through the magma, true. Though I will say, there are a lot of ways to deal with it. In a sense that it's like, if you need to, I should probably try to do like a challenge like that. where we try to tame a volcano or a metal volcano inside the magma at the bottom. Because there are some like really good things you could do to speed it up. It just, you know, it's better if you had like biobots, because then it's like they could dive into the magma and not worry too much. It's one of those things, man. It's like if you had those guys, it's really nice. All right, let's get that ready. Over here, oil, lead, fossil. Dig that all out. We'll leave that there just because I don't want to bop that yet. I guess we could start bopping this and then all the fossil right here. That should be good. A little bit more right there. Sweeto's hanging out. Smokers are good. All right, how are we back on this? Both artifacts are in, pipelines are built, and he's just chilling in the radiation. Classic dupes. Absorbed radiation 59 because you're just idling here, dude. What are you doing? Gold? Why are you bringing in the gold? Wait, what? Why are you bringing in the gold? You didn't even need the gold. Wait, what? All right. Steam. All right, so 177. Then it comes out. And then all we do is refill. Right? Very straightforward how we want to double pump. So we carry the fuel with us so that when we exit, we could just do a pipeline like that into ourselves, and then we'll be able to do the thing. Because we do have some tile space, I might want to do something stupid like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that works. Oh, that's nice. Oh yeah, there's another thing I need to do here. Mini pod. Alright, that's gonna be the next thing. I made an attempt at digging through a volcanic planet using door crushers. Never got all the way down. Maybe I should YOLO it more. No, if you do that, you want to probably start having the rover do as much prep work as you could. Because the idea is that if you lock your dupe inside the Spacefarer and you have a steel rover, he could do all the supplying missions and build a ladder the way down. So you're at no risk. From there, your dupe is just building. Boop, 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 boop. And then everything gets built and you should be fine. Now, if it's too deep, there is a little bit of problem. Because once you're fully submerged in magma, even with the suit, you don't have that much time. It's like, 5 seconds for the initial tick damage and then 3 seconds after. So you would die really fast, like 30 seconds. I mean, you are going to be, in magma, so that kind of makes sense. Hey man, finish this. Oh, there was Abyssalite. That's tough, yeah. That's tough. Abyssalite stuff, it's tough times, man. Not per minute, no. This guy wasn't researching. Oh my god. Because I didn't allow him to do the... Oh, that's on me, dude. I didn't allow him to research, so he hasn't been scanning at all. What a travesty. What a travesty. All that time spent doing nothing. Nice, we got a pod active. We were at 3-5. All right. Back inside. We're going to have him chill out here for a while. We have food, right? Smoked fish for a while, 75%. Pemmican, just in case. 1 kilogram is about 3 days worth of food. So we have 6 days worth of food here. So we're just going to be doing a little bit of scanning. And then if we could scan this. Actually. Oh, yeah, you see this? So I forgot to unplug. The Steam's going to become a problem and leak through. So we're going to unplug that. Have this connect there. Actually, we're going to replug this. And then go back inside. We're going to unplug the power. Make sure it's the power you unplug. Because if you just remove the pipeline, what ends up happening is the pipeline will hold steam in this tile. And then it's going to break and you're going to get water here. That's not that bad in our current situation. But later on, we might be using batteries. And if we do use batteries, that's a problem. Right? Because then the batteries are going to explode. So, you know, scary times. Alright, so we're just releasing the steam. I kind of want to go there now because we could start the flight. I don't think this will be another planet. Given how we're doing the scanning, we might get that in a little bit of time, so maybe we should wait. Okay, still working on that. Everything's doing pretty good. Glass is at 25. Is it 25 or 45 for the glass? 25 glass, 25 diamond. And then we need ceramic 25. Okay, we have that. It's just plastic that we're missing. Okay, you know what that means. We got to start having diamonds be brought back. Not found. Okay, we have to go down then. 333. Mine all that. We're gonna have to release the oil, but I'm not too mad about that. And that should be enough. I have about 2 brain cells left. Would you recommend this game for me? If you don't mind losing. And going, oh no. If you're okay with that, man, yeah, why not? That's the truth, man. Because you're gonna say that a lot if you're not really want to put thought into the game. Someone's gonna not clean the toilets because you forget to prioritize it, and then, you know, your dupes pee on the ground, and then, you know, it leaks into your clean water tank, and then your clean water tank now is germs. And then all you could say is, oh no. You know what I'm saying, man? They don't think it be like it is, but it do. But sometimes it be like that, man. They don't think it be like it is, but it do. There's easy mode. I watched someone slowly die over 300 seconds easy mode. I mean, it happens, man. It's kind of surprising how much the dupes can survive an entire map filled with CO2. Yeah, they can. You know what they say, man? Life finds a way. Unless the dupes get stuck, they will do their best to not actually become, like, dead. You know? They do pretty well at keeping themselves alive. It's like they're listening to that one song. I think it's by Tina Turner. Ha, 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 ha. Staying alive, staying alive. Who sings that song, man? Who sings that song? That's basically what it is, man. The dupes have that as the program. The Bee Gees. Thank you over there, Zane. That's basically what's the dupes' prerogative. They have that song playing in their brain all day, every day. That's all they do. Still taking a while for that. Got 20 hours in and still haven't finished the game. It's always a fresh start now that I know better. Dude, there's people with 1,000 hours in this game and just choose not to beat it. So, you know, that's a good thing because that means they enjoy playing the game. They enjoy doing the things that you have available to do in the game. And they're fine with, you know, taking their time, doing their thing. Let's disable this, man. We gotta keep the fish alive. I'm actually thinking about adding water here now. So, no more glasses being made. We could probably get rid of this now. Warm salt water at 33 degrees, which is not bad. Warming up the area is always a good thing. Melting the abyssal life, though. We go through the top. Alright, we probably are okay digging through this. And we let this kind of average out. So far, so good. Alright, scanning, and then we should scan this tile afterwards, and then do this, that. Do you know how to not care and avoid OCD? I can't finish any game. I have found that the only times where my OCD doesn't really factor in is when I'm really immersed. And I can't notice. Not that I can't, but I don't notice. It's kind of like basically like it's like playing Skyrim for the first time. You don't notice how jank some of the stuff is. And then the moment you actually like beat the game, take a time to, you know, sit back, you're like, wow, this guy doesn't really walk on the floor, he's floating. Or, you know, his feet are clipping through the steps. This guy's weapon is clipping through the floor. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of those things that might irk you, you might not notice if you're really immersed. And the problem with that is that not every game has that much of a value on game immersion. But I feel like that's probably what it is. You just want more immersion, so to speak. Alright, we can remove this now. And then we can start putting water here. We'll put salt water. Oh, perfectionism, min-maxing, starting over. Oh, okay. When it comes to that, that's actually what I had the most fun with this game. Is the fact that the beginning gameplay loop is very fun. That's the one thing about this game I would have to say, is when I was playing it, I really enjoyed the beginning, and I didn't mind at all. Always resetting for that. Now, of course, it might be different for you, but I didn't mind resetting in this game. I did not mind at all, just because of the fact that I was having a good time. Because at the time that I got this game, I was not playing RimWorld anymore because I was getting my ass beat by max difficulty Cassandra. And I got tired of the RNG, so I gave up. So, till this day, I still haven't beaten RimWorld. But, you know, Oni started, you know, solving all the problems for me. In a sense that it was the same type of game, colony management. I'm able to have the dupes, you know, run the colony. I set them up. And it was fun. And in the beginning, I would reset over and over and over again. I didn't mind at all. And I would reset. So I took 75 hours to get past the first 100 cycles. But the moment I got past cycle 100, I was able to consistently do it. So, like, that gives you an idea. I took 75 hours in the first 100 cycles. And I kept resetting every time my dupe forgot to clean the toilet and we peed in the clean water tank. And then now that I'm 5,000 hours in, I realized that that was a non-factor. But at the moment, I thought that it would be important, that somehow it's going to come into play. And because of that, I was, yeah, perfectionist, right? I wanted to do that. So, yo, man, I was in a similar boat. And for the most part, can't be mad. I feel you with that. As you get older, I feel like you have to be motivated. So maybe try to set a goal for yourself. Get to cycle 100. And then from there, see if you know, are having fun. We have 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we have this, and then we got that layer. Nice. This is gonna be those 5, and then we head back. Higby, you have food, buddy. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. We just need to tag this. What? Dude, stay inside, man. What are you doing? Grub fruit, sure. I have fun, but after an hour, guilt kicks in and I start working. That... I feel you with that. I feel you with that, man. You feel that you should be doing something more productive. You should be doing something that helps you out. Honestly, that's the biggest problem I feel like a lot of people have. There's something out there where they say that when you have time off, not everyone actually has time off. Some people just spend that time worrying, and learning to enjoy your time is actually something you have to learn how to do. You have to let go, you have to release. But the problem with that is that it's like, it's one of the harder things to do. Just because it's like, there's always going to be something to think about. There's always going to be something in the back of your mind. Something that's, you know, I wouldn't want to say keeping you up at night, but basically that's what it is, right? You're worried about something stressing you out, something that you think you could do better with your time. The problem is you have to understand that unless you're at 100%, you're never going to be able to be as efficient in the terms of min-maxing. You understand that, right? Like, you're better when you're able to work at 100% capacity versus at 80%. Everyone understands that. The thing is that it's hard to actually gauge where you're actually at. And that's a lot of times you wouldn't really know if you're doing good or bad, just because at this point, once you're an adult, you're kind of just used to it, right? That's what you hear from people all the time. You get used to it. You get used to it. And it becomes this thing where maybe you do, but you might be miserable. And realistically, you have to learn to kind of just be like, this is my time off. I have to accept it and just do what I want to do. And then that way you actually recharge yourself. That way you'll actually get up 100%. And then from then, hopefully, you'll be able to see yourself doing better. And that's going to just reinforce that fact. Now, of course, not everyone's going to have the same experience, man. But in my experience, that's really what it came down to. Like, no matter what you do, even if you take time off, if you don't actually take time off mentally, you're never really at rest. And everyone needs rest, man. And of course, that's kind of part of where people come in with the everyone has their vices kind of idea. They do. Everyone has their vice, things that they naturally just kind of want to do. You just can't feel bad about it. Now, I'm not saying that you should, you know, divulge in a vice, you know, all that stuff. But it's just more so that you need to learn to enjoy your time, man. The last thing I learned that helped me a little bit is to enjoy the journey instead of being obsessed with the end. That's the problem, though. Everyone... What's that saying from Mike Tyson? Everyone has a plan until they get punched in the mouth. And honestly, that's kind of just how life is. You're just going to be constantly be punched in the mouth. Because it's never going to go according to plan. Nothing ever does. Right? And that's where life kind of just goes, wah, you know, gonna sock this guy in a sucker. And, you know, what do you really do from there? That's really what it's all about, to be honest. Having the mental fortitude to keep going even though things aren't going your way. Hoping that, you know, sometime later it'll all work out. At the end of the day, man, that's why people say that. To enjoy the journey and don't think about the ends. Because at the end of the day, it's not always going to go right. So just kind of live in the moment. Now, you know, depending on who you are, that could be good advice, that could be bad advice, man. People who live in the moment sometimes don't think about the future at all, and then, you know, they pay the price. But, you know, it is what it is. You'll have a new goal before you get there, probably. That's true. There's also the, have you ever seen that thing where they talk about how the people who achieve success too early, and then once they reach the top, they lose all motivation and kind of just burn out? Like, they're here, they're there, and it wasn't what they thought it was going to be. You know what I'm saying? Those people, man, they reach their goal and they'll lose any motivation to try again. Getting new goals is good. Sometimes having a dream that's actually out of reach is also not bad. Because at the end of the day, it keeps you pushing, right? Now, that might sound a little bit like, damn, it's never going to end. Realistically, man, that's kind of how life is. You just want to keep going. But yeah, man, learn to enjoy your time. If you like to enjoy your time playing video games, so be it. Don't let the idea of playing video games hold you down, man. There's a lot of bad connotation that people just associate with it. As, oh, it's video games. You don't need to be doing this. It's a waste of time. You're going to regret it. I don't think anyone's really going to regret playing video games, because it's like time well spent. It's time well spent, man. If you enjoyed the game, if you had a good time, dude, you're good. Don't let the haters pull you down, man. Don't let perfect be the enemy of good. That sound like a translated saying, man, like from Fortune Cookie. Yeah, I saw some stories about famous millionaires that, you know, went 0-1 IRL because they didn't enjoy anything once it already did everything. Yeah. That's another thing, man. There's always new experiences. How many times, man, have you had a preconceived notion of how something was going to play out, only for it to not play out that way? Right? Like, just because you think something should be like something doesn't mean it always will be. Things change, things evolve, things grow. Things aren't constant and static like that, man. We live in a dynamic world. That's why it's not so much being right all the time that matters, but having an open mind. That's what I learned. That was probably the biggest thing. Who cares if you're right or wrong, man? Everything's changing, everything's growing. What you really need is to have an open mind to, like, learn and accept things. Alright, let's get a deodorizer out here. Let's get that set up. Let's get that set up. Just to clean up the area a little bit. People who live long are usually happy and stress-free. People who live long realize that it's better to not care about a lot of things in life. Also, there's a lot of luck involved with, like, hereditary, you know, diseases, genetics. Natural diet also matters a lot. Like, if you grew up eating Doritos and stuff like that, like, you're not gonna live long, man. Let's be real, man. Let's not get it twisted, man. A lot of the people that live long were from the previous generation before processed food. Yo, man, let's look at this, man. None of us are gonna live long anymore. Like we have to understand, our generation thinks vegan diet is healthy. It's not. Vegan diet's bad for you. Like, the people who are vegans are usually more so, how do I say this? Not entitled, but they have the means to live well, right? They have money, lack of better terms. Yeah, that's another thing, Jorge. Yep, 100%, man. 100%. That's probably going to be the case, as much as we hate to say it. But yeah, a lot of the people that are vegans and they have money, they understand they have to go to the doctor a lot. They understand they're going to have to take supplements because they're not going to have everything covered with the vegan diet. And the worst thing about it is, I think, man, the food industry trying to brand vegan diets and vegan foods as healthy is like ruining everything, because you're starting to get, I mean, we've had these for a while, but it's like the idea is like, oh man, I'm vegan, but I kind of want to have, you know, buffalo wings. It's like, realistically, those substitutes that they give you is a lot worse than the original, because it's like you're eating a lot of stuff that had to be made into this and taste like this that's not naturally like this. You could even argue that it's like it's worse for you because of all the like weird stuff you're mixing in to get a weird consistency, to get the taste where it needs to be. I hate a lot of the imitation vegan food. Now, naturally vegan food, just because, you know, it just by design doesn't have those ingredients, are great. It's just when they make imitation food to non-vegan food that I feel like that's a trap, man. Yeah, it's supposed to be... The funniest thing is that it costs more damage to the environment to make the vegan food that's commercialized than it is to just eat meat. That's the funny thing about that, man. A lot of the work that goes into the vegan food makes it worse for the environment. It's insane. But yeah, I think eating less meat is good. But going completely cold turkey and axing it from your diet, I think it's really bad. It's processed food, same carbon footprint as other processed food. That's not the point of it. That's true. The environmentalism isn't really the point. It's just a selling point, right? Appeal to the veganism, effectively. That's all they're trying to do, man. They're just trying to appeal. All right, no more databanks. I just realized, man, this is funneling out all my plastic. And we're gonna bring this back inside. Oh, shit. Give me my plastic, man. Three tiles. Are we out of power? We are. Okay. It's got to fly back. Are we out of power here too? We are. Okay, that's unfortunate. We got to fly back. I do some research about it. I love vegetables. We gotta... Dude, I'm so sad, dude. Did you guys hear about the first generation cryopods? Did you see that? Oh my god. It is so sad. So they released the first generation cryopods like a handful of years ago, around 2020. And then they had their first generation of people going in. A lot of them were terminally ill, right? So it's like they really had nothing to risk. Like they were going to die either way. And the idea was hopefully they're frozen long enough that they could be defrosted when there's a cure. The problem is that they failed. Something happened when they tried to defrost one of them, and they didn't account for the fact that their bodies stuck to the tanks, and they effectively had to scrape them off of the tank, was the verbiage used. So they didn't even get a chance to be defrosted. They just died. There's not much coverage about it. They probably paid some people to hide the news. You know how it is. Once you have money, you just hide that shit. But I remember reading some reports about that, and I think the company that was running that no longer exists. It is. It's basically, it's like they should have prepared for that, but it's like, you know, we live in a world where money talks, man. And a lot of people are just, you know, hey man, this works. You just gotta believe it. And then when you believe it and it fails, it's like, hey, I didn't know this was gonna go wrong. And it's like, man, it is what it is, man. But yeah, there is no real cryogenic thing about that. I think it wasn't even the company. I think it was like a whistleblower. No, so your entire body's frozen. We don't know how much of the body was stuck to the tank, but they've said effectively they couldn't defrost anybody. Was another problem. They don't have the defrosting or, you know, removal from the cryogenic freeze. Now, another thing is that some people are like arguing too. Maybe they died on being frozen. Who really knows? What's going on, Nico? Welcome in. We're just doing some space stuff, landing on other planets, scanning, grabbing artifacts. But yeah, we are not at the technological point where we're doing that, like, you know, sci-fi movies. We're not there yet, man. We are not there yet. But otherwise, we are sitting pretty in the base, trying to do the pod objectives. We got our legs in for the Great Monument. We're scanning out the map still. We're trying to grab artifacts from the point of interest. And so far, we are sitting pretty. So we're just hanging out with chat. We're at 1, 2, and then we have 2 artifacts and another 2 artifacts. So we're going to get 4 more artifacts for the 20. So we're going to be at 3, 4, 7 out of 20 soon. But yeah, right now we're doing all right. Everything is secure. Everything is pretty safe. We're just going to be doing the rocketry stuff right now. But yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'd be happy to help. All the showers and toilets look all right. Research has been stopped because I don't want to spend any more plastic. I guess we could grab some of the lower tech for fun. We're doing all right, doing all right. I'm gonna pour out the rest of my coffee right now. We got 4 hours, boys. I'm gonna be here for a while. Hope you guys don't mind keeping me company. I did not try Star Rupture. It was only doing the free weekend, right? So it was only the couple days, and I think they extended it for a week afterwards. I didn't get a chance. No. I know some people who played it, though. You said that you were hyped until you tried out the demo. That does not sound good, man. That does not sound good. You was hyped until you tried the demo. What does that even mean? The game sucks. Something about it leaves something to be desired. I honestly don't have much that I think it's gonna do well on, just because it's like Satisfactory took a couple years before it was able to really get the quality of life where it needs to be for the casual player to play it. It's weird. I didn't like it. The building system, especially the game. It's about building. True. Yeah, it's like it's a couple years for being a couple years away. That's probably a way to put it in. It's a couple years from a couple years. They don't think it'd be like it is, man, but it do. Mama's here. Yes, babies. Yay. My kitty cat getting his rubs. He's doing good. All right, so we will be doing another lander on this. So let's do another steel rover. And then I think I'm able to reach, right? Yeah, I am. Everyone needs better The writers are on strike, man. Plastic toilets. Okay, it is what it is. We gotta just spend it. Alright, just gonna be doing the easy stuff that we need for the rocket stuff. Y'all know what it is. Power sockets, gas intakes, gas outputs. Power wires. Let them work. We will want insulate, insulate, insulate. Let's do suit docks. Do a little bit of iron. And then we need a vent line. Alright. New rocket should be good. Okay. Oh man. Organic mass field. I think we picked that up already. I mean, I'll still grab it just to see. We might get the same artifact that we got down there because it's the same type of point of interest. So that might not give us anything, which is kind of sad. This is technically out of reach, so I won't be able to do it. So looking at this, I'm thinking we have at least one planet right here. That makes a lot of sense that we would. Outside of that, though, one of these being a planet could be a possibility. One of these three. We'll have to see, though. I'm missing 2 planets. AI isn't a problem solver. It doesn't have enough flexibility, or maybe it does, but definitely not in commercial models. Honestly, AI is a trap, man. AI is just a new excuse for the CEOs of a company to fire people without getting the Department of Labor on their ass. I feel like that's realistically all it is. You can't just fire 1,000 people. Oh, we're moving to AI. We're modernizing. You can't fault us for that. And it's really just a scapegoat, man. The actual people that believe that, oh man, it's gonna be the future. It's like, dude, they understand that we're not there yet, man. Like, eventually it will be. I just don't think we're there yet. It's, yeah, I don't think it's far away. I just think that the problem is that it's not realistically going to replace anything. You realistically need, like, your control. The AI is to enhance. If you have nothing to enhance, it's just going to be stuck. Right? Like, AI is never going to be innovative. AI is going to be able to enhance things that already exist. That's, I think, the problem. You're not going to replace everything. You can replace part of it, but it's like you need that base value, right? Otherwise, you multiply by 0, you get nothing. I do think it's going to make life better and all that good stuff. It's just we're not at the point where we could do that yet. Another thing that's also kind of jank is the microchip in the brain. I don't believe in that at all, man. Isn't that part of why corporations pushing it? Leaves less choice. No, there are some corporations that think that they could entirely replace certain departments with AI, right? And a lot of the companies that are using it aren't big enough to actually utilize it well enough. And I feel like a lot of these companies are just using it as an excuse. It's reported mainly used for coding, note-taking, summarizing, surveillance. Not necessarily very well. I mean, that's not bad. Note-taking, summarizing. I mean, that's basically Google, right? For coding. See, the thing about coding is that it feels that it's just going to make it so everyone's going to have the same fundamental baseline, but it's going to be very basic. I guess it's a floor raiser in that regard, but you're going to have people that think that they're going to be, oh man, I'm a computer science, you know, I'm really good at this. And it's like, no, they're really bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, they think that with the AI, they can do everything, but it's like, ugh, I don't know, man. I mean, it's IBM though, man. Like, dude, those guys, you know, it's them. Like, can we really trust it? they've been knee deep in some fiascos, man. I'm just saying. Their moral compass might be the more of the, you know, most questionable. You need a good prompter. The creative vision is still human, but guiding the AI so much kind of defeats the point. Yeah, right. I could see it doing a lot of like menial labor, but then it's like you have countries that are overpopulated that are like, it's better to have human labor than to use machines, even with human error, you know, to be something to calculate for. It's one of those things where time and place has to kind of like work out. You know what I think you'll see before AI becomes commercial? You might see like a billionaire trying to do the Iron Man thing, where he goes, Jarvis, and the robot comes out. I feel like that's gonna happen before anything weird happens with like robots running the streets. The other thing that's being used for is mass slot generation and stealing art music, but I don't have numbers on scale of that. Dude, you see that everywhere on YouTube, man. I saw AI on YouTube that just stole imagery from a bunch of popular anime and made a fake story based off of just AI. It was the craziest thing. You had Zoro from One Piece and Gintama from Gintama, and then there was a third musketeer. I forget who it was. I think it was Ichigo from Bleach, and they were homies in the same universe, and they had to defeat the bad guy. It was the weirdest thing. I was like, dude, these images tell a different story because I've seen this before. I guess we could grab the deep fryer. We don't really need none of this though. The only production ready thing I made with AI was some textures for a game, but I spent so much time fixing them that hiring someone probably would have been better. Yeah, man, it'd be like that sometimes. You gotta work out the kinks and edges. But dude, I've seen so many AI imitation songs. A lot of them are for like take the style of this and make it for this video game. So I watched this streamer, his name is Virtual, and he does a lot of Trackmania, which is like a racing game with cars. And there's a lot of people in his community that have made like music based off of like top 40 historical top 40 songs, and they made it so that the lyrics match basically like game knowledge. There was one, it was basically Owl City Fireflies, and it was talking about all the exploits in the game. Like there's something called an Uber bug, and it's like, oh man, having to finish the challenge map, Uber bug to the victory. you know. And it was pretty good because it was sang in the style and it was pretty catchy and had the same beat. And I was like, this is pretty good. I've seen so much music that's like basically that, where it's, you know, a rendition with just revised lyrics and then the AI voice, right? And I've seen so much of that, especially on the YouTubes. I do think that a lot of that is like that, but I don't think a lot of them are really like people doing it for profit. It's a lot of just meme stuff. Dude, how long for that? Point two? But yeah, AI, man. I think we're at least 1 or 2 decades before we get the AI companion that's going to replace the phone. I think that's going to happen. We're going to get this AI companion that we could talk to, and it's going to replace the phone. I could see that being the direction that they're going to. It's going to become like a personal doctor. It'll be able to read your heart rate, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You'll be able to ask it questions. Hey, what's that? And then it'll Google for you, basically. AI assistant. I don't know what kind of device you would have with that, though. But it feels like you just have a, you know, whether it's a watch or a phone. I feel like that's happening soon. Where it's going to become like more commercially streamlined, make it so that it's more accurate, easy to use. There's a lot of first gen little bugs that it's going to have to work out, but I feel like we're getting there, man. 1-2 decades. After that, it's probably another 1-2 decades before we get our first robot. They're still trying to have robots able to like move around like people do, but they keep just running out of balance. Or something pushes them and then, you know, they have to recalibrate. There's a lot of that going on right now. We're trending towards the robot army. But, dude, they can't even walk, man. Robots can't even walk right now. Sorry about the rant, though, boys. We're kind of just chilling right now. Not much we could really do in the colonies. We're just waiting to do the space. Oh, all right. Artifact collected on the way back. 7 out of 7. So 1, 2, 3. We got the ice. We got the amber field. We got the satellite space shuttle. We got the organic mass. We're gonna need to grab more stuff. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll probably want to go to one of these. Probably the water planet first. And then the ice planet after that. I'll probably want to go Gasimu somewhat last because it might be laggy. We need to find superconductive and regolith. It's very likely one of these two, if not both of these. It makes a lot of sense. Right? That would be considered outer ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it's within 10 tiles. It wouldn't be bad. Boys, blueprints. Check this out. Only one. Give me something epic. Oh, man. What a travesty. I got a white flower pot that I already have. The common items. Hate to see it, man. Hate to see it. Okay. Ceramic. Ooh, we have all the ceramic. It's just plastic. It's just plastic that I need. Oh, man. All we have to do is bop their beds. All we gotta do is bop the beds. 4, 8, 12. 16, 21, 2. Oh, I don't have enough beds. Oh, yeah, we have people in the rockets. We don't have enough beds for the colony right now. 22, we have 23 dupes. Alright, man. We'll make some extra beds. I don't know where we should put this, though, realistically. Maybe right here. Small little bedroom setup. This is 14. Okay. We'll probably leave this guy there. Oops. Oh, no, bro. No, it's Maya. Maya's the one that needs the light to sleep, right? Me clicking that kind of messed that up. Yes. Okay, so Maya sleeps in her bed, because that's just her bed. We're probably not going to expand the meal hall. We're going to get to 24. Alright, we're going to do a weird shape here. Alright, we center the 3. We could probably do... No, probably not. We probably just do sculptures. Wouldn't be bad. Get the granite. And then put some canvas paintings. Okay. Go for some ceiling trim. Let's get some drywall in this. Oh, I don't have drywall on the bathrooms. Alright, since we got the bubble mosaic right there, we're gonna put something else. Mech circuits. Oh yeah, that looks kind of nice. Ooh, ice panel. Not that we wanted there, but you know, it wouldn't be bad. We're just gonna fill up the area that doesn't have the showers on it. Because we put it behind the showers, I just don't think it's worth. Because it'd be for the plus decor value, but we're just trying to hide background stuffs. Alright. Arcade. Southwest Designs. Let's go. Okay. We could do mush curves. Okay. There we go. Hey. Hey, look at that. We'll do the 2-color setup. That's not bad. And then we'll just put some... Oh, we need this to be... We need some paintings here. Ceiling trim granite. Nice. Okay, not bad. All the rooms are looking pretty decent. I guess we could clean this up right here too. Let's do a nice pastel blue. I mean, it is the water room. Okay, we got the ice on the walls. Not bad. A lot of this is cleaned up. Maybe we could design around the meta refinery. We'll get the circuits. Dude, and the best part is that you get the nature reserve bonus. Easy 6 morale plus the 3 from showering. That's 9 morale, baby. We're in. Welcome in, Kevron. I see you over there. Yeah, man. My dupes are living the life. Very dank. Very dank. Alright, we should be able to build a lot of the tiles this way. And then let me ladder up here as well. Wouldn't be bad. Alright, we're gonna let the dupes back in. Start doing the magma dump, because, I mean, it wouldn't be bad. This has cooled down to 29. How are you, Kevron? Welcome in. Hope the money's doing well. Hope you're doing great. Appreciate you for tuning in, man. I see you over there. Building up the brine right here. Not bad. How did this break? How come I'm missing a tile here? That's kind of jank. You know what's weird? There's no brain machine on this planet. How come we don't have one of those? Doesn't look like... Oh no, we probably have one in here. Dude, no neural vacillator is a sham, dude. Real talk. No neural vacillator is a sham. Hey, got the reactor on. No mutant dupes. Hey, man. When in doubt, feed them seafood. Get that seafood resistance for the radiation. It's always nice. Just gotta feed them a little bit of fish fillets. Gotta go to McDonald's. Make sure they get that fillet of fish Fridays. Hit them with that sweet, sweet tartar sauce. And if you do, man, it works out. But I see you over there, man. I can't reach that. Wow. Will that be in the way of my monument? I'm hoping it doesn't. Alright, keep the dupes busy, solidify the stuff. Is it time to save George? Yeah, these tiles are not gonna get radiated. Alright, let's knock. Oh, I need gas range. Wait, I can't make... I don't have natty gas. Can I even save George? Can I even save George? Make fertilizer. That I might have to do that, man. Dude, how long is it taking for my rocket to get back? Can we knock? Hey, George. Hey, buddy. It's me. Too legit. All right, food in the mailbox. Spicy tofu. Alright, man, we're gonna have to do a box for the fertilizer. They don't think it be like it is, but it do. I need pea water, dirt, phosphorite. We could do all that. Okay. We gotta do what we gotta do. Let's do a room for that. Let's do it over here. I don't know if I need it to be temperature controlled, but we're just gonna do it anyways. Pump it in, pea water. We got a line for that, so it's not too bad. We will have to pump it here, most likely. Iron ore. Let's make that out of gold. I don't know if the stuff is hot. 76 Celsius, 50 Celsius. Okay, so it is going to be kind of hot. I wouldn't mind running over this water on the inside to cool it down. Because I don't mind this water getting hot, realistically. Maybe we do something weird like that. Run the lead. Run the lead, boys. Alright, it's probably not there. Probably run it like that. And we run it like that. In and out. Just so that we have some form of cooling. We can't run it through the bottom because we got to run pea water inside. Pea water is not going to boil in this case ever. So I guess we could run a lead pipe here too. And then from there, we have to run this. And then run that from the bottom. Nice. Let them work, boys. All right, 2 rockets back. We never launched this one. 2 more artifacts. Can I reach? I probably should be able to go through there. Oh, wait, no. No, they're pulling the veggie poppers. Oh, my telescope. No, my food rotted. Alright, that was the fear. I have to uncheck the food boxes so that they don't, rot like that. Should be fine, should be fine. Alright, guys. We have 3 hours, 30 minutes. I don't know if anyone's going to try to hit us with some subs today and extend the timer. But we at least going into 10 p.m. At least 10 p.m. Okay. Everything else is doing pretty good. We got new beds. I don't know why I actually made the room there. All right, so guys, I'm gonna take a quick break. I'm just gonna be using the restroom. I'll be right back. No one's dying, right? Everything looks good. Guys, I think this is a good spot for me to get some food started. So we chilling right now. Everything's good. I could start refilling though. I'll do that. And then none of that going inside. That's fine. I am gonna get dinner started for me today. We're gonna be eating some sweet, sweet hot dogs. Eating that sweet, sweet processed meat. Y'all know how it is. And yeah, man. Baked hot dogs. Nah, I'm boiling it. I gotta boil them, boys. And then I'm gonna eat it with mustard. I got a new mustard. I got the Dietz and Watson sweet spicy mustard. Oh, that's for like the other stuff, like my lasagna that I'll have eventually one of these days. But realistically, you know, I'm gonna do hot dogs today. Guys, I'll be right back. All right, 6:36 is our current time. I need to check out my hot dogs in a couple minutes. Y'all need to remind me. All right, still filling in. You can see that it's barely filled, which is fine. This guy's taking a while, which is okay. We got the steel here. We do. All right, not bad. How's the interior? Looking okay. Oh no, a fly flew in. Guys, I have to kill this fly. I'm sorry, man. I'll be right back. Oh my god, you guys hear that snap? I swatted and it got caught in the electric swatter. Like it's inside. Feels good, man. Oh yes, let's go. Nah, man. Dude, have you ever seen what is his name? Anthony Bourdain, and he does the weird eats. I remember I was watching the episode. They went to Africa and they were making bean burgers. That in and of itself sounds pretty good. And what ended up happening was that they would swat the flies onto the burger on top. And they're like the flies add flavor. No, it's Weird Eats. But I don't know the name of the Anthony Bourdain show where they eat weird food. That's also the same show that they went to like Alaska and they were eating seal or whale meat or something like that. And the funny thing was that the locals are looking at him and just laughing. Oh man. I feel like he was getting trolled or something. I don't know. What's that show called? Anthony Bourdain, Bizarre Foods, Weird Eats. I don't know the name. Like it's not clicking right now. But yeah, I remember that. No reservations? No, not that one. It was specifically weird tasting food or weird sounding food from around the world. So he went to like some part of like Alaska with some tribal folks. Not really tribal in the typical sense, but it was like, you know, they're just isolated away. And they would whale hunt, stuff like that. And then there was like he went to another tribe in Africa and they were doing the burgers with flies on top. A lot of the times, yeah, I don't remember the name, dude. You know what I'm talking about though, right? I don't remember the name at all. Elsa ate all her food. She has 1,000 calories. I'm happy we brought the emergency pemmican. We actually have to crack into the emergency pemmican, boys. Go eat that, Elsa. You got this. I forget the name of that, man. Now it's on the tip of my tongue, and now I'm like, I want to know. God damn it, man. You just pulled out more pemmican? Okay. All right, no more. You have enough calories. Okay, this is basically done. So let's cut this. Let it feed out to the other ones. What are we at right now? 1, 4. I guess we're still oh, the one with the terrestrial one is on the rocket that's outside. Yeah. Maybe we do a rec room. That wouldn't be bad. I don't have any cool stuff. Maybe the jukebox. I can't center this. I'm kind of sad. We'll just offset it to the right. And then we're going to want to get pedestals. And then we'll get the marble block here. Wouldn't be bad. Bizarre Foods, and it's Andrew Zimmerman, but Anthony Bourdain's also in it. Oh, Bizarre Food. That's what it is. Bizarre Foods. I see, I see. All right, we are going to do the automation like that, and then put a new signal switch on top. And we're going to put another transformer right here. Oh, that might bop this, though. Okay, so that means we want a bridge. That makes sense. That makes sense. I was like, man, it was Anthony Bourdain, right? I kept thinking it was. Oh, this is going to need power. That should be fine. We should be able to just do it with this. And then we will disconnect the power for now. I think the smart move here is to just bottle fill it. I don't want to filter. We're just going to bottle fill. And then whatever we pump is whatever we pump. I think that works. And then all we need to do is bring the dirt and phosphorite, which should be fine. And then what we will want is an Atmos sensor inside. Nice, nice. I'm hoping it's not going to be hot. Oh, does this require a dupe operation? It doesn't. It just works. Okay, that's cool. We just have to add in the items, which is fine. No suit then. We'll be fine like this. And the heat pulling out to this isn't too bad. I think that's going to be okay. Plastics at 1010. We're almost there, boys. Oh, this is plastic as well. So I get 200 kgs from that. It's not bad. Also, the wall toilet. So if we're done getting data banks, we could bop all that and get about 300 plastic. We could also just bop the beds and not give people just don't give people the plastic beds. It feels bad. Okay, do some drywall here. Arcade, it's not bad. Grape escape. Cafeteria. Lush databanks. Alright, we're gonna go with arcade. We might do 2 floors. So for now, we'll just keep it like this. And then we're gonna have a power line here. Okay, we're gonna run another power line, or at least we want to. We're likely gonna want to do this setup. And then this is in now. Nice. Let's pop that. Pop this. All right, guys. I gotta check on my hot dogs. I'll be right back. I'm in. I'm in, boys. Yes. That all works. Okay, and then we're going to the arcade cabinet. Nice. Bridges everywhere. All right, that works. Guys, check out the hot dogs. Look at that. I got some green onions on that, baby. Only way to do it, boys. We got the best hot dogs. We got the best wieners in the business. Hey, man. I wanted to put onions. I didn't have any onions, but I had green onions. I don't know what to tell you, man. Sagittarius, I see you over there. Hope you're having a good one. It adds a nice color, dude. My hot dogs look like they're popping. You know what I'm saying, man? They look nice. Oh, and I kept this running. Oops. Feels bad. A little bit of damage. Dude, I have pressurized oxygen. That's so good. Dude. Green onions and chili dogs is surprisingly good. Really? They're more mild than regular onions, though. They look better with the green, 100%. But I would imagine... I mean, I really like onions. I would rather have, like, white onions. The strongest, most pungent one, and not something sweet. But at the same time, though, it's like, I know I really like onions. So maybe that's just me. I really like onions on my hot dogs, though. I'll be like that sometimes. Alright, so... This is going to take 2.3. Okay, he's not hitting us. He's hitting another planet. Grilled yellow, raw red, chopped green, hot dog, and I'm happy. 3 onions. You know what's really good on hot dogs? Caramelized onions. You gotta get the In-N-Out style. Grilled onions wouldn't be mad either. Oh, Mama wants in. Give me 1 sec. I could see a reason why some people might not like red onions. Not because of the onion itself, but because the red onions tend to bleed out. Like the color. I remember I put red onions in my slaw. And they would change the color a little bit. Like the mayo started to become a little bit like pinkish, reddish, purplish. Like a little bit of the color was bleeding out. And it's really like aesthetics, right? Like if you eat something and it looks blue, you're kind of like, I don't think I'm eating candy. You know what I'm saying, man? That was the biggest thing when I had red onions. They would bleed out into the food and it make it look weird. And then I started questioning whether or not it's edible still. But realistically, yeah, I don't think they taste any different. All right, start putting in some stuff. They don't think it be like it is, man, but it do. All right, look at that, boys. And with that, we have a dance hall. Rec room, let's go. All the artifacts right there that we have at the moment. Still converting some stuff, but not really too mad about it. Elsa's starving again. Dang it, dude. How much time do we have? 1.8. Alright, we allow her some more pemmican. We will allow it. We will allow it. You put the shield projector on Sweepy, so he's like a Star Wars drone. Oh, man. That's actually a cool idea. Not gonna lie. Putting the artifacts on top of Sweepy. They should allow tame critters to just do that in general. And then when they die, the hat just falls down. Alright, man, no more. You're eating too much pemmican. Does it look appropriate? Yo, man, it's like a snapback, dude. They just gotta do what they gotta do. Rock it backwards. Okay, okay. I think we're gonna be... Oh! Ah, man. Water spill. Salt water for the pokies. That's all it is. Totally legit. That seal 2 bubble, man. Oh, man. At least none of it spilled down. Still spreading, huh? Waiting for that seal to not get pushed. It's not gonna fall, right? We got surface tension, something like that. That's not actually a real thing, though. But yeah, we're at the point of the game where we can't lose. We're just gonna slowly do this. We're gonna want to do the artifacts first. I'm gonna try to make it so that we do the Great Escape blasts. I think that makes sense. But yeah, doing pretty good so far. Everything's looking really sweet. I did mess up really quick right there, though. Feels bad. And then we'll have to save George. Oh, yeah. Let's get him to power really fast. Proof Def Core. That is... the heavy watt wire. I forgot is negative. So bad at the moment. The easiest way to fix that is to wall it off. We'll probably have to save George another day. We're waiting on 2,500 plastic, and I think that's all we need to finish the monument. So that's just waiting on the plants. We have time for that too. We got to do the other stuff still. Find 2 planets. I'm probably going to have to do something weird where we go here, then here, then here. 1, 2, 3, 4... 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'll be able to scan this corner. I wouldn't be able to scan that one directly, though. I don't think this would be a planet, but there is a chance. Nor this one, but the same logic, right? These won't be... I don't think we have anything on the top right. I don't think that one would be a planet. So I'm thinking it's these two. Maybe this one. This would also kind of make sense. That's just kind of far. We're probably going to want to go to the water planet next though. But guys, I think this is going to be a good spot to wrap up the Onis for today. We're going to be switching to some Path of Exile too. I got to get my mapping in today. So guys, thank you guys for being here and hanging out while we do the Onis. We're still going to be streaming though. I just know that a lot of times the people are not fans of the PoE. Hopefully though, if you guys do enjoy and stick around, man, shout out to y'all. But of course, let's get that saving.